You know what? Like, see this intro stuff. I'm not good at the intro stuff. I'm not good at the yo, hey people, yo gang, what's happening? Hey, hi, welcome to the show. I can't do that type of shit. But you know what? We're here now. Hi, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's good. Listen, this is what I'm gonna need from you though. I'm gonna need you to come a little closer because I got something I want to talk to you on. Just very quickly. Won't take long. Just come a little closer. Turn me up or something. Many years ago when we started the podcast, yeah, one of the main things we wanted to do was celebrate culture. And we have done that. Like, we've sat and we've talked a lot about, like, loads of things in life. But let's just say, like, one of the obvious elements was artists, music. We've talked a lot about music. We've critiqued artists and we've, like, you know, talked very unfiltered about stuff. And we're always going to do that. But we've always celebrated certain moments that have happened in and around just the UK scene and whatnot, black music and whatever it may be, and like, you know, like just some of our favorite artists and shit. But one of the other things that we've wanted to do, yeah, is just to talk about some of our favorite clothing brands and that. And we've done that a lot. Again, we've talked about certain moments and just seen how, you know, some of the brands that have come out of the UK have just become these prominent clothing brands amongst just us and people, and you're like just seeing how far a lot of them have branched out. One of the brands that I've been on from the absolute get-go was Benjart. I met Benjart years ago. I was up and down all over the place being a DJ, and I was just trying to market myself as a DJ. And one of the things I wanted to do, because a lot of people were doing it at the time, or a few people were doing it at the time, were putting their logos on t-shirts, yeah? And I wanted to do that. And so Benjart was helping me facilitate that. And while he was doing that, he would come to my yard and he would show me like his own clothing brand and what he was trying to do and whatnot. And I always thought, rah, like when I looked at his stuff, I'm like, rah, this is kind of sick. And on top of that, I always thought the quality was really good. So I was like, I want that same quality for my t-shirts too. So he'd come over. I remember one time he came over with this this brochure called Continental, and it's like, I don't know if they still exist, but Continental was selling wholesale plain clothes stuff, and people will you could just put your logo on it or have it designed however you wanted to do it or whatever. And so he would do that, and at the same time he would bring his own stuff, and while he was bringing back mine, I would buy stuff from him. So I was supporting him from the get-go. And to see the way that this brand has elevated over the years has been absolutely sensational. And I don't know if you know this about me, yeah, but most of the time when I sit down on the podcast, if you watch the podcast, if you're not just a listener, if you watch it, you'll notice that the majority of the time when you see me wearing brands, they are clothing brands of people that are from where I'm from, or do you get what I'm saying? Like there's a relatability somewhere in there. You won't usually see me here wearing Gucci and Louis and all that. Like it's just not really my thing. I've always just been about supporting like what is good that comes out of, you know, almost where we come from. But look, let me just be clear in saying this, yeah. Being the man them, and when I say man them, I don't just mean men. I mean like, you know what I mean, gal and whatever, yeah. Like that's not enough for me to just want to buy into what it is that you're doing. It's not enough. It's not enough for Poet. It's not enough for Dan. It still has to be good. I still got to believe in it. The quality still got to be good. There's still got to be something about it that we like in order to be able to wear it and pull it on our back and champion it or whatever it may be. And so for that, Benjart was one that I not only believed in, but I just loved the quality of it. I just loved the way that he marketed his thing. There's so many different things about it that I liked. So I wore a lot of it on the podcast, and I'd always continue to do that, irrespective of any conversation I had with him. And we would always buy the brand anyway. But a couple of years ago, I'd probably say early 2020, me and Benjart sat down and we was trying to work out like, how does the HC pod and Benjart work together? Like, what does that look like? And there was one idea that I'd come up with, but that's a conversation for another day. Like we'll figure out that at some other time. But I'm just trying to think of all these creative things that we could do and this, that and the other and wherever. Like, yo, we could do this and shit. Fuck it. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Like every once in a while, brain's just racking and all of that on like how we could work together. And recently, Benjart rang me and he said, you know what? we don't need to overthink it. I want to sponsor the podcast. I want to sponsor a bunch of episodes of the podcast. And I said, you know what? For a brand that I love and respect, to approach me and say that this is something they want to do, I can't lie. I am absolutely gassed. So do you know what? We are proud to say the next set of episodes will be sponsored by Benjart. I reckon you're already familiar with the brand already, but if you're not, then you're definitely about to get to know. Benjart.com. Listen, this is a brand that I truly believe in, and I have done from the get-go. I've gone from seeing this guy selling clothes out of his car to having multiple offices and having factories. I love it. We actually had a dinner to celebrate at the Stork restaurant in Mayfair, which is a Pan-African restaurant, and it was sick. We invited a bunch of people that have been on the podcast. They're just friends of the show and whatever. And we had a really good time. There was a DJ there. The food was banging. Honorable shout out to Cassie and her team that put that all together. They had these little these boards and stuff like that. They did some cutaways of visuals and pictures and whatever. It just felt like a nice moment to just organically have. Do you know what I mean? And this is something that we don't always see happening, these brands and podcasts and stuff like that coming together. So we're really happy and proud to announce that, for the next set of episodes that you see, you will see us sponsored by Benjart, Benjart.com. With all of this being said though, I do want to big up everyone that has been listening to the podcast for a little while now. We massively appreciate you, honestly, we proper appreciate you. And if you're new here, then make sure that if you're listening on any podcast platform, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Google Play, or whatever, follow us over there. And if you're a watcher of the podcast, make sure you subscribe to the channel, If there's anyone on the podcast that you would like to see also, feel free to give me a shout. I'm always down for, having conversations with people that have interesting perspectives on stuff, but also might have went through something in their life. Do you get what I'm saying? If you went through something or you're an expert at something, shout me, because I will want to have a conversation with you. Yeah? Anyway, that's enough for me. Enjoy the conversation.
No, but the YouTube doesn't translate to the TikTok. You know them ones.
Yeah.
It's hard, man, because the TikTok's popping, bro, but it don't follow through to YouTube views as well.
You got lazy people watching your thing. They will come, tune in.
Do you know what?
And
It's mad though.
quickly.
For us, somehow, I don't know what the percentage is, but do you know what? It's mad, Of late, and it feels so weird to even hear it, But people have been coming up to me I watched the pod, whatever. Then I'll be I always ask people how did you come across it? And then I'm starting to see people say TikTok. And
it's because of it's because of the howler part and because of the segment of your reactions to things. People come up to me all the time now talking about howlers, I saw the howlers, I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I'm like,
but shit. That's what I'm saying, bro, when man first started, and people were telling me they see me on TikTok, I was so confused, because I don't use TikTok, bro.
Right.
Get me, my brethren that edits it and posts on TikTok.
But yeah. Same.
So in my head, I'm not a TikTok innit, but that's where people know me from, so. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, I don't same. We got a girl that runs a TikTok, by the way. I don't do that.
Tell her love, man.
Yeah, listen, all the time. She's
getting me bare love, Chuckie.
Yeah. She's good, man.
TikTok is crazy.
Global gal, you know what I'm saying?
You're
so funny.
It is a cheat code, isn't it?
Yeah. Cold, bro. Literally everywhere man go, man, I'm saying they see you on TikTok. I see you on TikTok.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Are you on TikTok looking at shit though?
Yeah, I replied to comments and that.
Do you?
Beef man in comments all the time, bro.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm that kind of guy still. Bro, I don't.
Are you doing that, Po?
What?
Do you beef man in comments and that?
Mostly on Twitter. But I don't. The thing is, I'm not invested in it. I don't really care, and I know these people care. So when I start the convo, I might get a phone call or something happens, and I bust out. I come back, I'm being killed.
I don't care in it, but I'll make it out like I care. You know the ones I pretend like I care, but I don't.
Oh no, of course, same with me. But the thing is, I want to devote more time to the war.
I
like it.
Yeah. Twitter's a good place for war still.
It's the only place for war.
Twitter's a good place for war.
Because man wake up and go on Twitter and I'm seeing spaces at 9:10. I'm like, I can smell your breath through the space. This is mad. Go and brush your teeth.
You're sending it for me, so send it for me. I'm in spaces, bro.
I
Are you?
Bro, I've got a season ticket in Spaces.
I was
What?
selling for
Yeah,
Lippy.
I'm there.
You jump in
Lippy
them like
owns
that?
Spaces.
I'm in there, bro, all the time.
At
Nah,
10
but
past 9.
Nah, maybe not 10. I've been in at 10 past 9 before in there, but
Big
no.
man, that's porridge times. You gotta make a fucking commitment because you can't just be.
Fam, I ain't been on Twitter at that time in the morning.
no,
for a
when
minute. Not
Space-
unless I got a job to do.
Now, when Spaces were new, though, I remember like there were some American girls in it,
Yeah.
and they were doing a moaning space.
A what? A morning
A
space.
moaning space.
Moaning.
Yes, bro.
For what? What do you mean?
To moan.
Moaning. They were just moaning, bro. They were having a moaning.
In the
they were-
morning?
They were having a moan off,
A moan off in the morning.
bro. No, obviously over there was a moaning, but I was moaning over here in it.
Listen, I don't mean to sexualize everything.
No,
But there's something about that just tickles my taste buds.
that's why I was
Having
there.
a moan off in the morning.
That's why I was there, bro.
Right.
What do you mean?
Yeah, man.
I remember my mum in the morning, fam, when I used to wake up to go to school. That woman would complain about everything. You think I want to go out of my way to be around miserable people in the mornings? You're gone crazy.
I feel you.
I'll delete your Twitter space. I will report you. I know people at Twitter now. I'll report you.
I said I need to get my old account back, but I don't still.
You need to get your old account back.
Yeah, on Twitter, but they can keep it still because too much fuckery on there.
What do you mean?
There's too much like old tweets and that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if I'm my old account, if I still have my old account, I'll be finished.
You won't. Own it. I'm trying to tell everyone starting off here, cancel culture can't exist from you. You live here. You live in the culture. So someone that's outside of it can't come in and say you're gone and then fuck off again and start listening to steps.
true.
I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. We're not here for that. So
true.
no, you can't be cancelled. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them.
Have you been cancelled?
For me?
Yeah.
Why would I still be here? How can I be cancelled?
That's true.
They
Before I started, with none of
they
this,
tried
but
the
did
thing.
you
feel
feel
cancelled
They
at the
tried
point
the
though?
thing.
I felt upset. Of course, it was mad. I felt very upset. Then you realise, I woke up and realised I was in LA. And people were trying to cancel me from my
shit.
fucking bedroom in Exeter.
Oh shit.
Shut your mouth.
Oh shit. You
This
should have
can't
tweeted that. You should have tweeted that.
Nah, man.
I'm in LA. No,
Yeah,
I was
I
crying.
remember that.
I was crying.
Yeah,
He's
you,
in LA crying. He might as well have been in Tottenham then. Man said he's crying in LA.
You might as well been in Tottenham Hell, cuz. Nah, man. But yeah.
it feels like pressure, innit?
Social media.
At first, it feels like pressure. But I think more time, when you just turn your phone off, it doesn't really exist.
when you
get
go
what I'm
outside
saying?
and touch grass.
But,
When you go outside and touch grass.
yeah, it doesn't really exist. But then I think it only then exists a little bit when, certain corporations and whatnot feel like they have to act upon it.
Yeah.
And then they might take a little step back from you for a bit. But
in COVID-19.
you know what? Huh?
It's in COVID-19.
Do you know where I'm coming from, fam?
Yeah. It's just like a lot of it is bollocks, bro. A lot of it is bollocks.
Yeah, 100%. But you don't. I don't really see you getting like flames and that online.
Nah, I haven't had flames. I ain't had I just people if anything, people just disagree with what I said.
Yeah.
But not like I've not had a oh my god in the past he said this and that. Like I ain't.
Yeah, I ain't had that, but it's like I've had things that people disagree with. Yeah, but you know the way social media is. The way they disagree with it, they'll make it sound like it's a personal problem.
Yeah.
Like the way they'll flame you, like they'll make it mad personal, and then it's like. I remember getting caught for one opinion on Twitter. It was
you
about
say?
music as well. I said, yeah.
I think I remember this.
Is
I
it?
wouldn't remember it. Nah, I've been cooked a couple times, innit? But the worst time I've ever been cooked, yeah. I remember I said, I think Fred was better than Blade Brown.
Yes, I remember
Bro,
that.
the way they smoked him, you would have thought I was a terrorist or something, bro.
Serious?
Like, bro, they were on me for like 2 days straight.
Who?
Everyone on Twitter,
Well,
bro.
when was this, by the way?
This was lit. It was like, I can't even remember.
Because I do remember. Was it like it was last year? Innit?
It was, yeah, definitely last year.
Was it early last year or
And it was definitely in the like Q3, 4 lot of last year.
right?
But you're cool though, Billy. So you know what it is? There's brothers on Twitter sitting down waiting for you to have a moment where you might look a little bit vulnerable.
That's facts.
And you know what? They might not even agree with what's being said. Them man are sheep. You are the shepherd. You led them to
they're
that.
the sheep,
You're the leader, my brother.
No, they're the sheep, I'm the goat.
You're
Right.
the goat. No, you're not. You're the shit. You run everything. I don't even want to be the goat no more.
But hear this though.
We eat curry goat. Bunda.
I
I am the shepherd.
but
But hear what I'm
eat,
saying. I think Blade is better than Fredo. But you know what though? I feel like if I wanted to be argumentative, I could make a good argument to say that Fredo is better than
Nah,
Blade
but
Brown.
let me not lie though, yeah. Since I've said it, I look back and I realize
Blade's
why I
hard.
was slightly
Blade's
wrong. Because
crazy. It's
rapping
hard.
like bar for bar, yeah, it's not even close. Blade is smoking him every day of the week.
Yeah,
innit?
he's hard.
But I'm just saying,
Fredo's been doing a madness
That's
recently
what I'm
though.
saying.
Fredo's step. See,
That's
that's
why.
clavish.
Sorry to
It's
interrupt you.
recency bias,
That's what.
bro.
Right, but that's why I asked you. At what point did you say that? Because if you said that at the beginning of last year, I would have said,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
nah.
It was
But
the
with
end of
what
last
he's
year.
been doing
Recently.
yeah, like
Bro, he dropped 2 tapes last year, bro.
yeah, bro, he's been on. Like,
verse
Fredo's
went in the
been on
fire.
smoke.
Reversing in the Fire is crazy. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. But it's a tune with Clavish in my mind. I just go, I play it every day, bro.
You're a real one. Clavish.
Clavish.
Man, I have to give an honourable shout out to Clavish. You know about Clavish?
Clavish is hard.
It's hard, bro.
Clavish is hard.
But you know what's so mad? If I saw that, I would have backed you. Just for argument's sake.
Just because it's me.
Yeah, just because it's you. I'd have been like, so what? I agree. And Blade's my guy. I love Blade.
No, Blade is hard though.
No, he is hard.
Blade is proper hard. How did Clavish get in the mix of? Where did that come from?
No, I just saying there's a tune.
Clavish's tune.
Oh, okay.
But Clavish though, I have to say this. Yeah, right now he's my favourite in the UK.
Yeah, he dropped right at the beginning of the year, innit?
Yeah,
or was it at the end of last year?
My favourite
He dropped
is
a
Jordy.
tape at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Then he dropped Grease the other day still.
Can we just
I can't like. There's a new generation there. He's like one of the few younger rappers that like remind me of like why I fell in love with rap in the first place. You know what I'm trying to say?
He raps though. Like a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people's foundation within music when their entry point is it's just commercial,
Yeah,
like whatever's commercial.
I'm just trying to
Whereas
find
I like when someone's entry
Chasing
point's
the
rap
bag.
and then you go and do other things like a Young Tef, for example. He can rap, but when I heard him on drill with K-Trap, I don't feel like it sounds out of place.
Grease, I actually.
And I've
I
heard Clavish
heard
on drill as well.
Grease,
You can do that.
I heard Grease.
Tef's all singing.
Now Grease is hard still.
Yeah, it was 2022 he dropped. That was what it was called. But
That
he
tape
dropped
was
like
cold.
December. Yeah.
You see that intro and outro on that tape, elite.
How old is he?
I don't know. I was gonna try act like I know him. I don't know how old he is.
What ends is he
You know the
from?
ones.
Is he from
He's
East?
Stamford Hill.
He's Stamford Hill.
N16.
Stamford Hill's a confusing one. It's
That's
like an
like
interracial.
north-east, innit?
It's like north and east, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's N16, yeah, but no one classes it as
Northeast.
north. Like
But isn't it Hackney though?
it's more Hackney, yeah. So it's like it's just a weird place. It's one of the weirdest places, especially next to Gladesmore School as
Is
well.
there a
Tottenham
postcode
Hackney,
in London that says NE?
NE?
Northeast?
I don't think so.
There isn't, is there?
Do you reckon Stamford Hill should have NE? To be fair, they should be NE.
Right, there's no NE.
But it's
Stamford
SE
Hill
though,
should
isn't
be
it?
NE though.
It's SE Dons, yeah.
There's no NE and there's no S.
Yeah, there's no S. It's SW, innit?
And SE.
And SE. Why is there no S?
There's no S.
There's no S.
There's no S.
There's no S.
I've lived in London my whole life. I knew there was no S.
Wait, so what's the postcode for Brixton?
That's SC, I lie.
SE?
I'm not even from London.
That's a mad thing.
I'm guessing. I'm not even from London. I'm guessing.
Or SW. I don't
No.
There's no S.
Wait,
No, there
I
has
can't
to
do
be.
that. Wait, 1 second.
Let me try order Uber right now to S.
Postcode.
The S. But they're gonna take you to Sweden. Take you to Sweden.
See the
bro.
pick of them. Come on.
No, the ones.
Brixton. 1 second.
know. Remember that SE15?
Oh, yeah. No, whoa, it's SW.
Is it a W?
Oh my God. S is Sheffield.
Yes, SW.
Yeah.
S is Sheffield.
S is just Sheffield.
It's just Sheffield, big man. Chef.
I got my dog Sebs from Sheffield, innit?
That's crazy.
What is just what? Does it just say? Is it just S?
Big man, I put in
whatever.
S. I put in S like S12.
Postcode. Right, and then come up with Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Mad.
Sheffield, UK, big man.
Mad. There's no NE and there's no S.
That's mad, innit?
Let me see NE. What comes up?
No entry, bro.
No entry.
You know what?
No,
Postcode is
yeah,
weird,
you're
bro?
right.
The ENC one. Is that Camden?
Oh yeah, but or
No.
W1C.
Where
that's like Central.
where we was yesterday?
EC.
EC. It was some weird shit.
EC what EC
That
what?
one.
Yeah, EC1M or some shit like
Yeah, and
that.
I'm thinking,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is
yeah,
What
yeah.
does that even
Yeah.
stand for, bro? EC.
I don't know,
It
I
must
don't
have
know.
Extra conditioner.
Essential.
E Central, yeah. E Central, and then like you got W1C. I swear you got that, but that's like West
W1C?
Central. That's like
one
Central.
series.
What research are you doing here?
I'm just going on. If I want to go on Uber, just type in and see where it takes me.
Where is NE taking you?
NE. It's not taking you anywhere, big man. That is literally no
That's
entry.
gonna take you to Nepal.
That is no Nepal. That's close.
It says Neasden.
But then
Neasden, no, that's the NW.
no, yeah, the postcode thing is mad.
Type in OL.
Oh well.
That's my side.
Yeah.
OL.
Yeah, that's close.
What is yours?
Oldham. I'm from Oldham still. I'm North Manchester.
Oh yeah, from Manchester themselves.
Hold them, you know.
You get me?
Safe for coming to the game.
Nah, come on, my bro.
It was lit though, it was
Okay,
good.
man.
What
that
was the
game,
game? What was the game?
Old Trafford.
What was happening there?
So basically, Shivas and Gaffer linked up to do a game
Oh,
of
shout out to
UK versus the rest of the world. Shout out Shivas, my G. Shout out Gaffer. And we had loads of people down there. Harry brought a bag of guys from Peckham. I just thought they had drug dealers and rappers. Didn't realise they had
Turn out to
footballers
be
as well.
ballers, innit?
The guys were going crazy over there. They were going crazy. But they lost to the UK team. Shout out people like myself. Fantastic challenge.
Wait, no, bro. You was on the bench for the whole game. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
I came on for 10 minutes.
Bro, that man there was making sure the bench was warm for the man there, bro.
How come she was only on for 10 minutes?
Because you know what it was? Everyone was moaning about playing. So when everyone's moaning about playing, I don't
you have to
care
keep it
that
quiet.
much. I
I
was
hear
like,
you.
you know what?
I
Like,
hear
you
you.
lot go in front of me,
respect
go in
it.
front of me, and everyone had a good time. I always have a good time.
You've played at Old Trafford before as well, right?
First time. So I
Okay.
wanted to play for longer. Andy Cole's there, John O'Shea. This is mad.
I
Wesley
met
Brown.
in the toilet, you know.
Hey, put Poet's highlight on the screen.
Yeah,
Is that what it
Put
want me,
Poet's
bro?
highlight on the screen now.
Absolute sitter. I know because I commentated it.
Well, let me tell you this. He's a goalkeeper.
I don't know what he's doing out on
I've
pitch.
never heard of a goalkeeper like. I've never heard of like Rush. Oh yeah.
What do you say?
I say Rosiski.
Well, never mind. Look, he squares it. And he meets no one. Don't forget, we've got Henry Pitchside that's actually hearing from the players. It's game on. You scored one. Hold on. Are they going to score two? Shit.
Player, man. Very good player.
Oh,
Great turn.
is that Poet?
Yeah,
Poet was on him.
Poet's on. Tackles
Bad
are really
pass,
flying in.
Hold on.
Oh!
Look, Poet on the chase. Let's see Poet's pace. Let's see Poet's pace. Oh, great save there by Real One.
Real one again. Big ball, real one.
Easy stuff for Real One. Rolls it out to Poet. Poet's got all the time in the world. Oh, never mind.
Looks like Poet was fouled. Poet was fouled there.
Yeah, Poet was fouled. I've never seen Poet stay down like that.
Yeah. Poet looks taller when he's on the floor.
Poet's
Do you know why I'm such a
We're
prick?
back already.
And if you're listening to this, go on. What's that? What you say?
I said we're back already. It won't be long.
We're back already. That's the
Hey,
one
like,
thing
yeah,
I know.
Hey, if you're listening as well, yeah, go to Poet's Instagram. You'll see it straight on pretty much straight away. Highlights cold, but still, only 10 minutes, dog.
Brother, do you know
You
what
should
it
have
was,
bullied
man?
your way onto
In a
that
90-minute
time.
game.
Fam, when I say people are moaning on the side, and I'm just like, raw, that level of passion you have for playing, I can't pretend I have it. I'm doing Sue. I'm not even on the field. Avellino scored and running.
I did a see what half.
Avellino
Yeah,
I
man.
have to
Come
do it.
on.
Avellino scored.
Avellino scored. Samwise scored. Oh, Samwise's goal was class.
He looks so much like Little Wayne, bro.
Bad.
It's mad, isn't it?
Bad.
Bro, he has changed name to Small Wayne or something like that.
Yeah, he does look
Wayne.
like little.
He might be
Wayne.
bigger Wayne.
Tiny Wayne.
Sober Wayne.
Wow.
Does he don't smoke or drink, does he? I'm assuming he probably doesn't do flipping. What do you call them? What's it?
He doesn't do all that mad stuff that Wayne does.
Them drinking the scissor, the codeine. Yeah, the lean and
See
that.
if I sit forward, am I still in frame?
Yeah,
Slow
calm.
down.
Yeah, the lean and all. He don't really do all that. He seems more so like when I see Samwise, he seems more sober.
Big man, when we were in the rave, he was sat down wanting to go home. I said, "This is my brother." I understood where he was coming from.
Cause like you was the life of the party though on that rave.
Oh, in the female one, me and
Yeah.
Smokes. Oh, look
But
at
there
the
was times where he's the only one dancing on his own.
That's,
Everyone sat
that's
down.
poet
He-
for you, boy.
Nah, it was lit though.
But by the time we got to the later party, I couldn't do it again.
Oh, there was a next party after that
Oh,
party.
yours? I didn't even pull up to that one. Still.
But do you know how much man were in yours?
It was just,
My lord.
What? There was 2 parties.
Yeah, there was like a one right after the game where we had a good time.
like a ceremony more thing. They turned into a party because of poet.
Oh, okay.
But then the actual party was in the night, innit?
Yeah.
and that was, yeah, it was just too much guys for me.
So everyone's dancing. You you
Thank
bump
God
into
they
one
come.
person, it's a guy. You bump into someone else, it's a guy. You look at the DJ, he's a guy. You're just like, you know what, big man, guys, I'm out. This is mad.
Thank God I did not come still.
Brother, they might as well sell burgers. There was more than 5 guys in there, though. It was just crazy. I said, I
Must leave today.
Hey, before the conversation keeps going, yeah, let me just stop you right now. You already know, I keep telling you all of the time, yeah. Some people are approaching me on the street. They're like, Chucks, is this manscaped thing or proper thing? I'm saying, listen, I just roll with this in my pocket like this. I just roll with the lawnmower 4.0. Listen, when I first started doing this, yeah, I did a little bit of research. Bare people were trying to find out, like, online, how do I shave my balls without, cutting myself and all of this type of stuff. And you know what? Like, I hold my hands up. There's times where I've just used some mad methods or whatnot. But see, when Manscaped come and sent me this, they sent me the first lawnmower and I said, yeah, I'm in. Then they sent me the lawnmower 4.0 and I'm like, nah. Since then, I had to spread the message and let the man them know, this is the certified thing. I'm even letting women know, yeah, if you have a boyfriend or a man that you're seeing or whatnot and you want to buy him a different gift, I'm telling you, the lawnmower 4.0, it seems easy for me to say it because I know you're thinking I'm collecting a bag or whatnot. Trust me when I tell you, I can't promote things that I do not stand by. This, I stand by. You can get 20% off and free shipping. All you need to do is put in the promo code HCPOD, yeah? Manscaped.com, promo code HCPOD. This, 20% free shipping. Also, little gem in there for you, yeah? The boxer shorts are certified. Go and get yourself some boxer shorts too, yeah? Remember I told you. Boom! That's it.
That's perfect though. Harry Potter shop.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I was thinking about the other day, which I sort of told you, yeah? I was DJing somewhere or whatnot, yeah? And then like in Serato, see like there's a part where you can see like they added. I usually take that off. I never usually look at it. But anyway, I'm selecting a couple tunes and whatnot, and I've come up to Into. I saw Into came out 7 years ago, my brother. 7 years ago. Oh yeah, look, boom, that's there. 7 years ago. You know didn't they record that in Dan's other studio when we was, you know the first studio we recorded the pod in?
I was there. I was there still.
You was there. You don't know that studio. Man, this is the first time you've been in Grove.
No. I stay in Grove whenever I come London, you know.
Oh, cool.
But no, you know, like, that tune is like a childhood anthem for me, you know.
Right.
Serious, man. Go. Bro, remember that tune, bro.
Go.
Into, like, because you know what it was, yeah? 7 years ago was what, 2015? So like that was a point where I was into UK rap in it, but it was still like, that was like, you know when UK rap just blew up out of nowhere,
right?
Like everyone just going commercial. That was in that period in it, and it's like a lot of the music I listened to at the time was like the hardcore drill, grime,
who
rap. I listened to Section Boys. They were my they're like childhood heroes to me. You get me?
Right.
But then Into, like, I wasn't really used to hearing like, cause this was before the Afro swing period. You get me? I wasn't really used to hearing UK man do like the singy summer tune kind of thing. You feel me? So when I first heard Into, I thought Western were American, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. But then when I listened to over and over again, my brothers telling me they're from the UK, I was like, nah, I can get into that. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, since then, yeah, I thought that was gonna start like a whole wave of that kind of music. And obviously there is still that kind of music in the UK, but I don't think it's enough. You get me? I thought there will be a lot more people jumping on that kind of vibe. You get what I'm trying to say?
It's a hard wave to jump on though, man. Like that's barbecue music.
That's true.
And barbecue music lives forever. You play that when you're 50 years old. Oh boy, I remember this one. Yeah.
Right.
That's what Western make. So like, and that is it's a proper. It's either you got it or you don't.
Right.
Like, it comes from a family, bro.
Right.
Like,
That's facts. That's
you
facts.
take a look at that whole family that Angels from and all of the, that's a family of music. You know what I'm saying?
Charles family.
Can I ask something though? You see, Western was that like their breakthrough song, or were they about before that?
So Western, see when Into came out,
Yeah.
they wasn't even called West. They didn't even have a name.
Okay.
They weren't a group. It was three.
So yeah, there was three of them.
They
So
make
like
music though.
what was
Yeah.
happening is, yeah, at one point, like Hailey is Progression's brother. Yeah, Progression is a producer. Yeah.
Okay.
Just give us some context what Progression's worked on.
Like he's done, he's done a lot. He worked a lot with Angel, done a lot with Tiana Major 9.
Okay.
He's currently working on the Stormzy stuff at the moment. They look exactly the same. Tall brother, Rasta man.
I might have seen him, so.
Yeah. So like he's always been around, yeah. But bearing in mind that his family, Cass's family and Angel's family are close. So that's that connection there, yeah. So bearing in mind now, Angel's little brother is Akel and Progression's brother is Hailey, yeah. So they're making music together. They were just doing that, and in fact, I think Hailey was just producing a lot of the time. He was just like making a lot of the rhythms or whatever that Akel was singing on, yeah, or rapping on or whatnot. But I don't know how Louis came in the frame. I don't know whether that was a Morgan Keys thing or whatever. Or I know that these lot knew each other, but all I knew is that these two, Akel and Hailey, had been making music together for years.
Okay.
Then they've made this rhythm, yeah. Now the story that I know, these lot will be able to say it a little bit better, but I know that like a couple people heard the rhythm before the rhythm had even come out and was like, nah, this thing is kind of mad. This thing's kind of mad. Huh?
In a bad way?
No, in a good way, yeah. They shot their own video and they put the video on GRM Daily. Yeah, it was GRM Daily. And it went mad. From then, obviously, bare people was trying to sign the thing now because it was like something so different. These that have shot the video in flipping, I think it was part of it was in Hailey's back garden or whatever. Barbecue vibe, yeah. And yeah, from then it just started to proper take off. And I think from then, that was when it was like, nah, we got to make this a thing. Do you get what I'm saying? The whole Western thing then came about or whatnot. And literally from then on, like, everyone was chasing them for a deal. Literally everyone was chasing them for a deal. And I think that was probably one of the first times you saw a song come from GRM Daily's YouTube channel.
The Premier thing.
Yeah, because they had their they obviously they had it on there, but then when they signed, they then had it. They then had to take the video down and put it back on their own video on their own channel, which they'd created. And usually, you know, when you take a video off,
as well.
huh?
Did they reshoot?
They reshot it, yeah. So you know, like usually when you take a video that's doing a mad thing over here, yeah, then you take it down, you bring it somewhere else. It doesn't usually slap the same.
Yeah.
There's same way. Went somewhere else, millions, bro. And I think even then, like. 7 years ago, see, like, man are getting millions of views on videos and like that's just normal now, isn't it? I'm sure 7 years ago, like, people were getting them, but it wasn't
still
like
a big deal.
It was a big deal,
now
bro.
it's kind of expected. You get me? And like I said, that came out at a time where the scene was literally blowing up. Like, it literally every single day was getting bigger and bigger. You feel me? So even moments like that was integral to the scene getting where it is now. You feel me?
Yeah. They obviously got a sick chart position or whatever, and like. It just did, like, it was one of them tunes as well that just got played everywhere. And that's another thing that's hard. It's like, you might get a song, that does very well over there.
Yeah.
But it's not doing well over here. We don't really fuck with it over here. We don't really listen to it like that over here.
It's not the barbecue.
Into was getting played. Into would get played at a yardie thing.
Every time.
It would get played at a yardie thing. Man would have dub plates of it.
Yeah.
So you know it was covering everywhere.
Everywhere, brother. It was mad because the first version that came out, obviously it's on Grime Daily, so it's going to talk to the Grime Daily audience, which is obviously very, very influential, but is not the commercialized that it is today. So then once it did break into, they made their own, it was like you were speaking to a whole new audience. They had a whole new lease of life because there was a whole group of England that just didn't even know about this song. Do you know what I'm saying? And I remember they changed the beat a bit. I remember going to Rejoin, and it was like me, Cyan, Tiga, and we were all talking about how they changed the beat and the reasons why. And then you found that they couldn't clear the sample because they found the beat off YouTube.
Yes, yeah.
It was all mad, bro.
I forgot about that.
It was all mad. So, and I proper respect what they've done off the back of that. That is 7 years of good music.
Can I ask a question though?
Go on.
Might be a bit uncomfortable for you lot to answer this, but be honest,
You're such a prick.
Do you think Western fulfilled their potential?
Oh, that was a question I was about to ask.
I
was about to go there.
Because my thing, see, Krept man's thinking like, my thing is like, the way they burst onto the scene was a mad thing, innit? And a lot of artists, their introduction is usually like their biggest song. Their first song usually becomes the biggest, innit? And my thing is like, when I heard that, the potential they had is like, I thought they were gonna go and cross over like globally, and like I thought they were genuinely just gonna go out. You feel me? I'm trying to say to you, and it's like, when I look at it, do you man feel like they did what you thought they was gonna do?
No.
I like the honesty still.
No, I don't think that they did. It's mad, like the same thing, like obviously that song in particular, and they obviously went on and made some other rhythms and whatnot, but I think that there was like, maybe there was just some stuff that they did that just didn't work the same.
It didn't connect.
It didn't work the same, but then they found a groove when they come with texting. When they came with texting, I felt like they found something in that. Do you get what I'm saying? For me, their coldest rhythms are that texting, Ben Over. Even Ben Over's the coldest one.
Ben Over's the fucking.
Ben Over's hard.
It is. Listen, I love Western. One thing I think, anyways, off the back of Into, do you know what I saw? I saw Let's Make Another Into, or Let's Make Another commercial song, and I was so upset with that because I was like, but that's ruining the procedure of how they made that song.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to make anything. They made something, and something beautiful was born. Exactly. So when you say texting, I'm with you. After texting, Ben Over came, and like they shot texting in Jamaica, and they shot Ben Over around the corner, mate. So then it just had a bit more of a home feel about it. There was another video they done right shortly after Into, where they had like, I don't even know the name of the song. I didn't like it. Where they were going from scene to scene, and they were like walking through, like I told them a walking. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
that commercial stuff. I didn't like it. I was like, what's this, man?
That's what I'm saying. That also comes into like how they came into.
Remember when they had Fine Wine as well? When they jumped.
Fine Wine. Listen, they Western have had some rhythm,
and also not even just bangers, bro. Bodies of work as well. They've made good projects,
brother.
That's one thing I'll give them. They've made very good projects as well.
Yeah, they've had. Remember they had Vice Versa. Did you remember this?
And Louis waking around.
Came before texting. I swear this was before texting. Do you know what? Yeah, Poe, I'm with you actually.
Love them, man.
Because
I love them.
What the mistake that they may have made at that time was probably, all right, cool. We've made Into. We need to make another Into.
They follow up with it.
They've done all of that. They've tried to do all of it. It's not really worked the same way. Yeah. but then they've gone back into their natural habitat. They've jumped on, because this isn't their tune, you know. This is One Ason's rhythm. Yeah. Maybe I'm not sure who it's produced by, but obviously Haile's on there doing his thing. Louis comes on there and does his thing or whatnot. I don't know if this come before Texan or after Texan. I think it's probably, I'm sure it was before Texan anyway, yeah. But I feel like then they started to naturally, organically find a groove over here, which now, you know, when people turn around and they say, oh, you know what, like summertime's coming out, we need a Western rhythm.
Yeah.
This is kind of the vibe that people are looking at. Do you get what I'm saying?
I could be wrong. Sorry, carry on.
No, go on.
I say I could be wrong, but I just feel like they work better if they're left. Like, go and do your thing. When you have them in the offices and stuff like that, it becomes Turtle Bay.
I feel like that's the same.
I don't want
artists.
Turtle Bay.
I feel like that's the same with most artists from the end though.
Do you know what? Yeah and no. Some artists from the ends are best in the building because they don't have no substance, and that's the way you can create a pretend substance, and everyone goes, "They're alright." I won't say names. I'm a nice guy now. And there are some artists that are so true to the art form and just so real inner life. They don't catch them at every industry event. You catch them like Kano. When he drops something, I'm over there because he lives so much real life. I want to hear what you got to say. But if you live in the industry, I don't want to hear about the party you went to. I don't want to hear about the car you drove. I don't care. It needs to be something that can relate to people. Do you know where I'm coming from? That's what I think Western provide.
I think as well though, I think even in regards to that, like 7 years ago, even though this, like, the industry has always been the industry and there's always going to be people in there that are going to have and reinforce their opinion on what they think artists and that should do. But 7 years ago, that was a lot stronger for them to do that. Like now it's just evident that enough times you just need to just leave people to just do their thing. And I think that there's a lot of labels that have figured that out themselves now. You know what? This is what we're going to do. We're just going to invest. You do you, and we're just going to invest in you. Here's the money, and we'll just take money on the back end or whatever it may be. Do you get what I'm saying? 7 years ago, there was still that thought of, you made that, now let's sonically do this, let's do that to target this and do whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Essentially, because you know, sorry to cut you again, because now you said it, it works out in my mind as, you have a great skill, come help us keep the lights on. It's not like, let's help you create your own building, it's, come help us keep the lights on. That's what them next two songs after Into sound like to me. And then when it's like, oh, you might not be able to help us, right, go and do your own thing again. Here's Texan and Ben over. What go on again?
Love Struck. They got some rhythms, you know.
Mama Stay?
Yeah, Mama Stay.
I feel like they just
see once they started getting into that. You see what Medusa.
There's a next rhythm they got.
Yeah, Armageddon.
Armageddon's hard as well.
Does that one side?
Is it Love Struck?
The one with Say So.
You said that already?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in here.
Yeah, Mama's. Alright, cool.
That's Love Struck.
Is that Love? Yeah, that's Love Struck. With
Love Struck
My
is
thing is with them,
mad.
man, I feel like they just got a formula that's unstoppable.
Yeah,
Their formula
definitely
that
do.
works, bro.
I wonder how much, like, the time when, you know, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because they had Akel went to jail just after Texan.
Yeah.
What year was this?
Texan what? 2017.
2016. 2017, sorry.
2017.
Yeah, 2017.
So Akel went to jail. I think he went to jail even before the tune dropped, but they'd filmed the video or whatever.
Okay,
yeah. And then they kind of like, that was, to be fair to them, they kind of kicked into gear a little bit around that time. That must have been hard for him, Akel, like being in jail. And I did check up with him and he did talk about it a bit, but that must have been hard for him because he's in jail now. These men have kind of found a stride again. It's like they found a second wind. Do you get me?
100.
They did the show at, they did Kentish Town. Kentish Town is 3,000 I think capacity. Probably around, Google that. Yeah, they just found a stride, but I don't know, like something is missing. It's 2,000. 2,300. Okay, cool. They found a second wind, yeah, but something's missing.
You see, something missing like now.
Yeah, even now. Like,
They're Chelsea.
now.
They're Chelsea. They have all the ingredients to make it go right, but something always goes wrong, which is out of their hands.
Right.
Roman Abramovich.
Right.
Prison. It's always something domesticated, which means that now we can't move the way we were meant to move. But they still have all the ability and skills in the world to do whatever they do. So, like, that's why when you said, like, did they not reach their full potential? In my head, it's like,
have they even really been given the opportunity, just in life, to reach their full
I
potential?
think they have though.
Yeah,
But I think their
do.
first stumbling block would have been they made a single and now keep the lights on, and then 2 years later they're like, I don't care about the lights. So then all of a sudden Akel goes prison. Now they got to try and figure out now how do you function with Akel going prison. Then Akel comes back out of prison and they found a way of functioning. Now they got to change the way they function again.
No, they found a way to function when Akel went prison.
That's what I'm trying to say to you.
And
But
then
when
I think
Akel comes back,
I think when Akel comes back, they now have to find a way. If
that's
we
what I'm
went-
saying. That's what I said to you. I said to you.
They
That's
don't
exactly what I said.
tape without Akel.
Yeah, I know, but my whole thing is this. You function like this, the record label gets involved, you got to change. Then the record label goes, they're not exactly what we thought. So they function by themselves now, Akel goes prison. Then they find their stride, Akel comes out. It's like, if they could just have done 7 years of Akel being here, no prison, the label leaves them alone, just do your thing. I wonder what they could be.
I think they did texting with the label though, you know. I think they did, bro.
They probably did if it was, the video was shot beforehand.
By
But
the way, that was-
I mean the inconsistency of just situations happening and
This is such a
manifesting.
rhythm.
I know we all got our problems, but man, those problems are long, man.
Yeah, they did. Thanks for that. Honorable shout out to Twin, by the way. But yeah, like, yeah, I hear you in the sense that they, for whatever reason, they've found themselves in situations where they've got to keep readjusting.
Yeah.
And
get what
bear
I'm
in mind,
saying?
they're
That
not
makes
a group,
sense.
and they came into the Greek gate. When they came in 2015, like we said, they weren't a group. So in my head now, for 7 years, for you to have done what you've done under the circumstances, that's sensational.
Right, it is, yeah.
That's
Stop.
actually fucking sensational.
You know,
So if they're just given a bit of nurture and love for at least 3 years together, I don't know.
And let me even add to that, because you need to remember that the sound that Western make is so unique, bro.
Right.
Like, for example, it's like they came up in an era where like drill and rap and all these other genres are popping, yeah. So it's not a thing where they could just jump on the latest trend and like make a song with the latest popping guy, because anyone that was popping at the time wasn't doing what they were doing. You feel me?
100.
So they literally just had to create their own lane and make sure what they were doing was the best.
But you know why what they had could be a win, and why it was almost could be a benefit to them as well, is that all three of them offer something so different, that they can go off separately and go and do. So you can go and hear Highly give nines or hook.
Yeah. And
Do
Louis
you get what I'm
Ray can give
saying?
him a verse.
Then you can put Louis in a room with Barras.
Yeah.
And he's doing a mad thing. Akel, he obviously does a bit of both. He can give you a hook and he can give you a verse. But I think that for him, he's obviously had his own circumstances where he's not been able to even on his own fulfill his own potential. Because we as a group, when we look at them as a group, we say, yeah, they're cold as a group. Individually, we'll say they're cold. I can give you a reason for why Akel is cold, because I've been around him for such a long time. But I think most people will turn around and say, you know what? Yeah, Highly, like, he's a hooks guy. He can do, oh yeah, Louis cold on the... And then some people with Akel is like, yeah, he's good, but not everyone's able to articulate why is it? Because he's hearing and he's not, and then he's hearing and... Do you understand what I'm saying?
100%,
So as a
he's not
group
hearing
now, you put that as a group and then it just sort of fuzzles it a little bit. Do you get what I'm saying? It's interesting still.
I just think, like, it's interesting that you say that they had a new sound when they came out, which was commercialized, and then there are new groups. They weren't even a group. They may have known each other at the end, and now they've got to learn each other's habits and all of these types of things. It makes me go, under the circumstances, what they've managed to achieve is actually, I never really thought about it, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think it is sensational, and I just think
They're massive.
I think they should be patient. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds nuts. Everyone's like, it's been 7 years.
No, but you're right though.
I think you should be more patient.
Because when you make timeless, substantial music, you can't put a time span on that.
Because one song will connect that will make them go to another place, and then a whole new audience
And
of
that
people will
could be
be like,
another 7 years added on.
That's another 7 years added
But
on.
really and truly, it's like 7 years sound like a long time in music, and it is, but that's only like because we're in that fast food era. But really and truly, if I played Into You now, it's still connecting the same way it connected 7 years ago.
Yeah, you can play Into now.
So if
You
you
can play, I played Into the other day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I played Into the other day.
Well, that lets me know that then they're cool. I think the people that you have to worry about are the people that, like you said, that are the commercialized, this is hot right now, this is what I do. Because in 7 years' time, we can't have this discussion that we're having about Western. That's what makes me go, Western are cool, patience.
Exactly.
the fact that you played Into the other day, it was a brand new sound.
I play texting all the time.
Nah,
as
man.
well.
Bro,
Texting is
I'm not gonna lie, there's
absolute
man that literally
slapper.
came into the game 7 years ago, and we can't speak about them today because they're
Facts.
nowhere to be seen.
That's true, you know.
Get me?
That's true. I was with Louis was at the football match the other day.
Yeah.
Spun a man. Dinked it over the top. He was doing his thing.
What do they look like? What do they look like at their fullest potential?
I can see them on a stage with bare instruments, like outside, like you know them outside festivals, like What's that one they do in America? Is it Rolling Loud?
Yeah.
Oh, can't wait.
Something like
Oh,
that.
and Made in America.
Yeah, something like bare instruments in the background. Just singing their heart out and just everyone just having a great time. Something like that. Like, you know, like when there's bare people in the crowd and everyone's just on the same page, on the same wavelength, singing the same song. You get me?
I got a story.
Go on.
Do you know what? Yeah, I remember a day. Was that?
No, nothing. I put my hat. No.
No,
You'll see in the edit. You'll see in the edit.
somatic.
There was a time when I realised, that road rap was gonna do a madness through them. So imagine One Wireless. This probably was around 7 years ago. Yeah. Remember the Pepsi tent at this time was doing a mad thing.
Mad Pepsi.
Yeah, the Pepsi tent. There's the legendary stories of Krept and Conan or whatever doing.
It went mad.
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
Pepsi tent. And Young Fog.
And Young Fog.
Oh, Young Fog at the Pepsi tent.
Mad.
Free Young Fog. But anyway, free to go.
So Wireless don't have the Pepsi tent anymore, yeah. And I think one of the reasons why they probably don't even need the Pepsi tent. Well, no, they could do with the Pepsi tent still. I'm not even going to say all of that. But you had the main stage, you had the Pepsi tent, which was a big tent. Then you had like another, almost like some homegrown thing, whatever, yeah.
That's Kendall Jenner's fault, by the way, but carry on.
Go on.
Do you remember 2017?
Go on.
When Pepsi done that advert where there was obviously loads of gun crime and all that in America,
yes.
and
Oh,
Kendall
yeah.
Jenner hands over the pound of Pepsi, and then after that,
Egypt! Just because you got black friends and there's black kids in your family.
So anyway, I like on that Wireless, yeah, I played for Angel in the Pepsi tent, yeah. Then after that, I had to go and play for Western because I was DJing for them at the time as well on the main stage, and they were doing the main stage at a decent time still, probably like around 5 o'clock. Future was probably on a little bit after them, like they were on early. And bearing in mind at that time, not a lot of the man them was on the main stage like that really. Like most people were either on the Pepsi tent, and then like a couple. I remember Krept and Conan I think was on.
the one extra stage used to get a little piece of love from back in the day.
Yeah.
Point. Well, that's
But
time
then
ago.
put it this way, it was like Manon wasn't on the main stage like that. Anyway, Westerns come doing their thing, whatnot. But like in hindsight, looking back at it, yeah, that stage at that time, they should have done the Pepsi tent because it was a bit early for them then, yeah. The first rhythms or whatever, people didn't really know too much and whatnot. Obviously, they were going to end on Into, which everyone would have known. Yeah. But in the middle of the set, they brought out Fredo. Okay. And Fredo did 100.
Oh my days.
Hey, Poet.
I remember that.
I
It
swear
went
to God,
mad.
It went absolutely
Mad.
crazy.
It went
bro.
mad.
And like, bearing in mind,
Oh my God, it
nah,
went
but
mad.
do you know what? So you're saying that through hindsight, yeah? I've been going to Wireless for a long, long time. On a main stage, you're not seeing a don like that
Go on stage,
on a stage
yeah.
like that and getting that forward.
It was honestly, it was mad.
Mental.
It
Like,
was so
see like
mad.
how it is. See like how when you go to a show now or whatever and everyone's going mad or whatever, yeah? Like now, that was how it was then for him. But bearing in mind, that was unnatural. You didn't see that. Like you just didn't see it. At that moment, I said, something different's happening. And I know because every time I see it, something different does happen. Yeah, when I went to Culture Clash and I see there's flipping thousands of people there waiting for the clash and that to start, and then flipping Maximum comes up on stage and he's about trying to set the Serato up. Everyone starts going crazy. Then Jamie comes out and starts doing a madness. Then Skepta comes out. I remember saying to myself, something's different. Like something's different. And then after that, that's when Skepta started to really do the complete. So when I saw this happening with Fredo, I was like, nah, like the youth they're gravitating to something different. You can't now just give them what is on the radio like that.
All right, how about this? Because I like where we're going with this.
So,
do we need an individual or a couple of individuals to have sort of like the spirit of Western, a little bit younger, to come out to reignite the fire with Western to potentially make it bigger? Would that help as well?
They need a younger member.
Not even a younger member, just, like you said, that they created to a certain extent a sound that's not too their own lane. Yeah. If someone else comes in and has a similar sound where you could play Into next to that song or a Western song next to them, does that help Western a bit more as well?
I feel that.
Definitely. I think so.
Even with Fredo, like, that's a rap song. You get me? And them times there, obviously everyone's a rapper in it, but really and truly it was mainly like drill and them kind of things. But really and truly, like, he brought back that sound. And for a long time, Fredo was one of the few people flying the flag for like street rap.
It's going to be a rapper, bro. You
Like,
could see that
road
as a rapper.
I'm trying to say to you, and even I'm not gonna lie to you, like Day 100, yeah, I think that's also in a conversation for like best breakout songs to come out. Of the country.
Oh my god.
Has to be in a conversation.
What that did.
Shout out Morgan Keys as well, by the way, because
Yeah.
remember he shot the video for 100, and on top, and so he was very aware of that situation, and he was looking after Western at the time. So
Morgan Keys was like really instrumental in like a lot. He was working around a lot of artists. He was even in and around
Post Malone?
Nines for a little while.
yeah, he was around Post Malone in the States, Daneo.
Right,
He,
Daneo.
listen, Morgan that's ours.
Yeah, man. I think that Fredo era definitely did a lot, man. And then obviously you're seeing that, like, look at Wireless now. It's just bare of that main stage.
Literally.
Bare of that main stage.
Literally.
You barely see a live band, to be fair. Like back before, you would see and I would like to see someone that can add that part of it in a cold way, though. I went to Nux's show, the other day.
The No Days Off thing.
Oh, no, Nux's thing was mad at Coco.
Everyone said this.
Yeah, it was very, very sick show. And do you know what he did subtly? Because you know already, like, the saxophone thing is his thing, innit?
Yeah.
So obviously, DJ playing the rhythm, he's doing the tune, whatever now, yeah. And then like as he's barring off, my man comes out with the flipping. You could tell he just got his hair done about 10 minutes ago. The fucking mad, it's just mad tight.
Fresh.
The Vaseline. You understand what I'm saying?
Come
Come
on.
out now and he's playing the trumpet or whatnot now, yeah. While he's like, it just added something mad sick to it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I like them type of things, to be fair. But you got to do it. You got to do it in a way where you integrate it smoothly, so it doesn't interrupt the vibes. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you think Dave does it well?
Dave does it very well.
Yeah.
To me, I'll be honest, this is just my, and maybe this might be me being an old head, yeah. If you go and you're doing the O2 Arena with just a DJ, I think it's a stinker.
I disagree.
Go.
Man's grown up on grime, sound system, that type of vibe. And I remember watching like sound clashes in Jamaica, and it would be 2 man, a DJ, and madness. Man's babe mum would walk on, people from the village would walk on. I like the sense of, we don't have much, this is all we have, but look what we can create. You see a band, that costs money, you know.
I hear you.
Costs money. And I've seen Adele just have a one guitar person and do her thing.
Right.
So I like the simplicity. I appreciate everything, but you see simplicity. I don't know, I have a real loving for simplicity sometimes.
What would you say that Wiley was like? What was his biggest inspiration in regards to like the grime and clashing and that? Would you say it was Sting?
Sting. What do you mean?
Jamaica. So you know when you go back into the early 90s of Sting, where them man were clashing and that, they had bands.
Yeah, you're right.
They had bands.
100%.
So do you know what they did? And what they still do now is like the bands, they know the rhythms, but they don't. There's not a like a structure in like you're gonna do this and that and this and whatever. Yeah, the bands they're so deep and embedded within culture. They know when it's time to do like the Showtime rhythm.
Yeah.
They just know how to just play that whatnot. They know when it's like, you know when you play you know when they say level and then they just do a little bit and then they start lifting up and then the band start doing. See when you execute it like that, cold. Kano at North London, that venue where he did I don't even know the name of the venue where he did the hoodies also. Did you go to that?
Yes.
What?
I got videos, bro.
Oh my god, bruv.
Sensational.
Stuff. Pulling up the tunes and that with the band and
It depends on
whatnot.
the artist then. Surely it depends
Yeah,
on
of
the
course.
artist.
But that's what I'm saying. The top tier ones should know how to do that. So I'm saying, if you're doing those capacities like that, I need a little bit more of an experience.
100%. Because then again, it's all about giving your fans something to go away with. You want your fans to go and tell stories about, yo, I'll never forget the show because he did this and he did that and he did that. Really, truly. If you just stand on stage with a mic and a DJ, like, obviously you can still create moments, but at the same time, it's like you're limiting how much you can do. You get me?
Yeah, the moments and that.
Some men don't have stage presence as well, so
Oh
they
my
need to
God.
add stuff. Like, do you know what it is? One thing we have to talk about, we've spoken about a few times,
Go on.
and I have to be real with a lot of artists, fam. Like, there's so much artists that can rap and they make good songs. When it comes to performing, I'd rather just play the song in my yard, turn it up loud, and close my eyes.
My imagination of what you would do would be better.
Yeah.
The actual reality,
That's fact.
This
Bro,
is not sensational,
Poet,
my brother.
some people are bluffing.
My brother.
Some artists are bluffing. You know that?
Lying.
They're bluffing, bro. They're getting, bro. 100%. Some of them are getting away with murder. I can't. Do you know what? It's mad. Yeah, I was talking to G Fresh just the other day at Nux's show. Yeah, and we was talking about support acts, and I was saying, right, like we were both saying, like, Nux had a cold support act, by the way, yeah, and it made me think, fuck, like, I feel like I don't really see much support act so much anymore, yeah, like especially when it comes to artists that hit a bigger level, yeah, and it's like one of the things that we kind of was laughing and joking about is that like it's mad because the moment that you go to sometimes have an artist as a support act, they've already got a fucking big tune and then they're already jumping hurdles and doing big shows mad early. So a man might have he might have one tune that's going through the roof and already now he's doing Brixton. It's like, so you can't even put him, they don't even want to have him as a support act anymore because they already know that they got Brixton or they already know. And then these artists are not even ready for it yet, bro.
I'm happy there's no support acts.
Go on.
It's just like, in order for, I think, rap to have that sort of egotistical, I'm the man type of yard mentality, I can't be supporting you.
Nah,
Look, listen, I understand ideally it would be nice, but you know when you've got like an artist headlining a show and then you support him, I'm glad you don't, because 5 years from now, if you don't like him and then a man goes, you were supporting, look what Chip done to Tiny and all of this, because no one wants to be involved in that type of stuff. That's long, bro.
Support act is the wrong word though.
Do you know what? As well though?
You're not really supporting anything. Those people will still be there regardless whether you're there or not. I'll say like a warm up or opening act. You feel me?
That's even horrible.
Even my brethren.
You're the warm up.
You know my brethren's open for 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Next week, 2 weeks. His
Who
name's
is?
Comfy. His name's Comfy, innit?
He's
From
open
North
50?
Manchester, yeah.
Right.
And he's doing a support act for 50. I'm not gonna lie, like in the end, that's a big deal for us, bro.
Big
Like,
man. Big man.
you get
Who
me?
did you just say?
What?
Who did you just say?
50 Cent.
Conversation there.
Exactly, bro.
Man
but
is not supporting any. There's not going to be a support act for a UK artist, really. Like, you're not going to support someone you live 10 minutes down the road from. This is mad. Someone that's in a whole nother country has done years and years of this thing. You will support that. There's nothing that can be said. You're probably not going to argue on Twitter. But someone that's been in the game, what, 3 years longer than
So
you?
you're basically saying that you're only on supporting if it's someone you genuinely support.
That's an ego thing.
Exactly.
100%.
That's bro. Like you're only supporting man if they're worth being supported.
You listen to, what do you think music is? You think music's humble? When niggas are talking about, I just bought a bus down this, and now you want them to be humble. Keep the ego, fam, because if you have that sort of egotistical guy and you're a support act, in my mind, this doesn't work. I understand idealistically it's nice, but in my mind, I'm like, you got to be that character on stage, off stage, bathroom, like, believe that.
I know
character.
what you're saying, but me, I'm on supporting, man. Innit?
Do you know what it is? Yeah?
Of course. So I'll support everyone, but
exactly.
I like
and
that.
see, like with the support act, yeah, I'm gonna go with your argument just there, yeah, with the ego thing. I think you could still have an ego, but if you challenge, because essentially what you're supposed to be doing as a support act, bearing in mind I've obviously travelled with artists and stuff and done the support thing with them.
Yeah.
The objective is trying to win some people over and trying to get some people on board in it, yeah. And if you can go there with enough confidence in and belief in your thing, you can go there on a thing of, I'm colder than my man. I'm gonna come and teeth some fans here now. That's my thing.
But they only done that in other genres. So you used to see support acts for, if he's doing country and western or pop, so you could see a rapper go over there, or for example, Wes Nelson is supporting N-Dubz. It's two different audiences that could be the same. And I used to see rappers support artists that got nothing to do with anything.
Where's Nelson?
Yeah, we'll have to talk about it another time.
Of all people.
But it's supporting N-Dubz, but it's probably the same audience.
It's the
But
same-
they're just not the same audience, if that makes any sense. But with rap, like the support act, probably
I've got a
the
take on
people
that,
in the
by the way.
audience probably know the support act. So then it's like, you're not seeing any new fans. You might as well just do what artists do nowadays, is they bring half the people out during the bloody show anyway.
My take on that, where
I prefer that.
just to go off, I'm gonna come back quickly. But my actual take on the Wes Nelson thing and the N-Dubz as him being a support act, I actually think that the reason why they had Wes Nelson there was because they didn't know that this was going to happen. I think they was using Wes Nelson as a, you know what, like the tickets are going to sell, but Wes Nelson is the commercial, like, you know, like he's got the young buck. I say this. Listen, wait, let me finish. Yeah, he's got an element of that audience that N-Dubz would have had if they was around today.
Do these people know who N-Dubz were when
No,
they came
of
out?
course.
I get what you're saying, but
I get what you're saying.
I think that it was to help drive sales for me, as opposed to anything.
I promise you, bro, I promise
I
you,
do.
no one bought a ticket for Wes Nelson.
Oh yeah, do you know what?
Nobody.
And Wes is my guy,
In
but
hindsight
not-
now,
nah,
in
bro.
hindsight now, let me land. I hear you, and I'll take it. I could be wrong in this, yeah. In hindsight now, it's gone through the absolute roof, yeah. I believe personally there wasn't another date at the O2 booked or a third one, the demand became so crazy that now everyone's scrambling. Yo, we need to get a next one. We need to do. When you actually look at the tour dates, yeah. This is no disrespect to you, lot, by the way, because we'll talk about you and we'll give you some whatever. But when you even look at the tour dates, yeah, they're essentially doing free tours. You know, like when you have artists that do. Let's just say Dave, for example. Let's say Dave, yeah. They've had the arena tours booked, yeah, right? Then they've announced the London tour with the inkling that it's going to sell out. The next London date is the day after. You see their next London date is like a week later or a week. So that to me already shows that the booking agent didn't know that it was good. It would have done well, but they didn't know it was going to do this. That's what supports my argument. Do you get what I'm saying?
This is why they're crazy. They have no awareness of the culture. Because I would look at it and go, all right, so who was at Channel U at the time? Right. And where are all them people? Big man, all down to Carly, the camerawoman was doing big things. So if those individuals that are part of that thing and now are in heightened positions within all of this, cuz all they've got to do is announce their tour. Snoochie's going to go, I'm going there. She's on One Extra. She's on MTV. There's so much people in positions of power that have grown up with that. Why, like,
fam, they didn't
why do you have a job if that's what your thought process is? Like, why do you work there?
They did not know it was going to sell like
No one knows.
Understand why they didn't think it.
No, I'm not saying what it's gone. It's gone absolutely mad. Yeah. But for you to think this wouldn't sell out and this wouldn't do well, bro, every song N-Dubz dropped on fucking Channel U went #1 in seconds. And I can tell people, when I was #1 on Channel U, I got chased in Wood Green. I got chased in Wood Green for being #1 on Channel U.
To stop you.
My mom said,
to stop you very
so imagine what N-Dubz are doing.
I didn't say it wasn't going to do well.
No, no. And you're not speaking from you. You're speaking from the potential ignorance of someone that works there. But my thing is, if that's what you can think that, Chuckie, you are not booking them. Whoever works there, if that is your thought process, to me,
I don't think none of them thought that.
Stinker.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Dappy thought it. I don't think maybe Fraser might have thought it.
Thought what though?
Oh, yo, we could do free at the O2. And
I'm not saying they thought they could do free, but I'm saying, remember, the original conversation is Wes Nelson is going to help drive sales. People know Wes Nelson for Love Island.
Wes Nelson.
So we're not going to we're not watching Love Island. No one's going to go, I got a text on stage. So this is a whole different type of situation.
Man's gonna go on stage and ask them to vote. Ask them to vote for the favorite couple.
But would you say, yeah? But would you not say? Would you not say that audience that he has, if N-Dubz wasn't a thing and they was a thing today, they would have the same audience.
I'm trying to think of the artist that I think fits that position.
I don't know. Then I don't know.
I'll say maybe.
I think the only reason why they would have more of a broader audience is because obviously we know that Dappy can do what he does on the microphone.
You know who I think is that? I feel like Young T and Bugsy. I feel like they're like in that lane of if N-Dubz continue, the audience they appeal to be similar. You know that Doe Ross tune?
Yeah.
So
it'll be
a banger.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I think they would have been a better support act then. But they might be too big to support N-Dubz.
Yeah, they can't support.
They might be too big to support.
This is what I mean.
Now, of course they can. What are you talking about?
No, it can't be support.
At the O2 Arena.
Not
You're going mad.
Not to support though, man. Everything in this situation is perception, you know. I'm trying to show you lot. This is all perception. This is not pop music back in the day where Steps will support these guys and everyone's friends and no one thinks anything. This is egotistical guys from the ends that could just come out and say I'm better than you.
You think Wes Nelson
There's a story.
Egotistical?
No, you stop. You stop. We were with Wes yesterday, guys. That's my guy. No, I'm just saying, like, I just think rappers have such a huge ego that the story that they sell online to go and then be a support act. I'm not saying this is what I would do. I'll support. I don't care. But I'm saying to you, them type of... If they support, I just don't believe the story no more.
Nah,
as crazy as it sounds. You've got to... No, because rappers are being brought out during a man's set now. Rappers are on collaboration tunes. So if I'm a support act today, knowing that Fredo got brought out in 2017 on fucking Wireless on the main stage... Nah, bring me out when things are going in. I'm not. Have you been?
Let me make it close to home, yeah. If you lot are doing a half-cast live show, whatever, yeah. Anymore.
HC.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you can't come now. You can't support.
A HC live show, yeah.
No,
and you ring me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but let's just say hypothetically, you might ring me and say, "Oh, we want you to do a little 10-15 minutes at the beginning." Bro, I'm doing that, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what?
Why am I not doing that?
Do you know why I wouldn't do that to you? Because you're worth more.
No.
So Wes Nelson ain't worth anything.
10-15 minutes before the thing, because everyone's really come to watch Man.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're gonna watch Man and watch Billy at the same damn time. Why are you gonna do it when you're fucking pissing, buying drinks at the bar? You're not really heavily invested in that.
No,
I've been to watch support
I
acts.
disagree with you.
No one's really there. Listen, I remember when support acts were out. I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
Go on.
It's not packed like it's packed when everyone's
Yeah,
there.
facts.
People are taking a piss. Man, I chat looking what gal are in the venue. Your
facts.
whole attention is not drawn there. So if I know that, why would I do that to you? You're gonna come when everyone's looking.
That's not true either.
What's not true? I've been there. It's like, this is
Fam, I was
facts.
at a show 2 days ago and it was a support act and it was Ram and he was good.
All right, cool.
but I
You know what? This is the
I
thing.
was at a
Let
show-
me finish. Let me
Yeah.
just finish.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry.
Let me just-
No one day.
me
You
just-
come on the main stage, fam.
Let me tell you
My
something,
brother.
yeah? Do you know, I remember, you was talking about IMDDB, yeah?
Oh, she's
Right?
nuts.
Now, I didn't really know her at the time that Poet was talking about her, yeah? I went to see Janae Aiko.
Okay.
When I got to the show, IMDDB was before I came here. Read this, there's audio of this, yeah?
Yeah.
She came and absolutely bodied it.
Okay.
What did I listen to when I left?
Yeah.
IMDDB.
Do you know what? We're talking about two
She
different
was a-
genres. We're talking about two different genres. That's why I'm talking about more rap. Like in rap, I don't want to see.
But I
it.
still
hear
think
where
the
you're coming
principle
from.
remains the
Yeah,
same.
support acts.
Nah,
Support
man.
acts. I went
Not for
to
me.
Exactly.
But you
Not
know
for
what?
me.
I'm
Not
slightly hear what Poet is saying though, because when I went to
Ego
Young
guy.
His
Teflon
conviction
show,
is what's twanging you. It does it to me
no,
all the time.
because
trust
I'm
me.
thinking of my personal experience in there. When I went to Young Teflon show,
Yeah.
the support act, it was a you called ours. You know ours,
Yeah.
bro. There was like 2 people there. I literally went in there. I went to see what girls were there. I went after the guy where the toilet was. Then I walked straight back out and I just waited till Tef came on.
Right.
Do you understand where I'm coming
Get
from?
me? So I understand that as a rapper, being on stage when there's no one's paying attention, no one knows who you are, it might feel a bit, it might damage your ego a little bit.
My brother.
I've done it though.
Oh,
But
so
where
that's
we-
why-
I've done
that's why
it,
it's
bro.
good.
See,
But I know not so much in the rap world.
Yeah.
Not so much in the rap world. So I know you're gonna say it's different, but really, like, I know what it's like to be like. It's weird. The idea for a support act is to be able to try and win a fan over in some way, shape, or form. That is the idea of it.
Yeah.
It's not an emasculating thing. But
That's
yes,
what
I
you
get,
think,
But-
man.
but-
Maybe back in the day, but
see
today.
like a young
Come
Tef
on,
show or
man.
whatever. I can't say what that particularly looks like, but all I'm saying is that you know what, and also bearing in mind, I'll be honest, a lot of support acts are not necessarily that good that I have seen.
Facts.
But you see
So
when they
now we're
are
gonna
good. Wait,
place
but see when
Like
they
Wes
are
Nelson.
good. You see when they are good. You see when they are good. And they are able to, in front of a big audience, be able to make an impression. It means something. And it does something.
feel
Trust me.
I just think it's better. I would rather place you at a time when I know people are more concentrated than at a time when you're just like the warm up. Do you reckon I go into the ground to watch football when
Fam,
they're
it's an
warming up?
opportunity.
I got other things to do.
Fam, that's an opportunity.
No,
Do you know,
treat-
like, when you
nah,
think about that for a minute, yeah? I think, like, sometimes maybe you might be looking at it as artists that might be already established or whatever it may be. But see, like, someone who's proper sick, who just has... They're just looking for an opportunity to be in front of an audience, to be able to showcase their music, and then they execute it well.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what it
yeah.
does for them?
Nah, he's right.
Because I don't know. Do you know what it is? My belief in life is always, I don't care about age. I don't care about any of that. If you're talented and you're sick and you're sicker than him, and the only reason why he has this is because of the popularity he has, I don't care. You're going to come on stage at the same time as me because you're sick. So if this is going to be an opportunity for you, let's give you the
What if he's
best
got a
possible...
rhythm?
1 second. Let's just possibly give you the best possible chance within this opportunity. Imagine Fredo went at 1 p.m. at the fucking Wireless. He went at 5 something when everyone's there and everyone went mad. Not only is he given opportunity for himself, now all of a sudden everyone there goes, wait a minute, this rap thing's getting kind of mad. We might have to start making this the main thing. We never would have known if it was the warm-up act. Do you understand? I don't like the warm-up aspect.
Two things can be right.
That's
Like,
true.
because I agree with
That's
that.
true.
I agree with that.
That's
I think
very
that,
true.
and I think Mo the Comedian did that actually. Mo the Comedian came out at a show. He spoke to everyone. He told some jokes and all of that type of stuff. Then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring out K. K came out, did a madness. Then he came back out again. It wasn't K coming out on his own off a whim and then just doing what he was doing and whatnot. And then Mo coming out afterwards. To be fair, Mo came out, welcomed everyone. And I think like that is admirable.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
I think
saying?
that's sick.
But irrespective of that, to exaggerate to make a point, yeah. Let's say, and I know that is a different thing, but please understand where I'm trying to go with this, yeah. Ed Sheeran is doing Wembley Stadium. The support act that he's got is a black girl called Kat Burns. I'm not sure if you know who she is, yeah? Even if she comes out, let's say Ed comes out at like 9:30, even if she comes out at 8 o'clock, even if she does, and she gets a 20 minutes in front of half of that have come there and seeing a black girl on there playing the guitar and singing a thing that is just as cold as him. Do you know what that does as a support act?
Hairline, just to take it back. I told you a minute ago, it was different genres. In rap, I don't want to hear that. In that right there,
it's still the same
It's the
logistics
same.
It's not, because you're selling two different lifestyles. In music now, yeah, it's not just 3 minutes on the radio and you carry on with your life. I'm going to go to your Instagram. I'm going to go to everything. As a rapper, the things you say, the ego.
Okay, can I
and now you're on at 1 p.m.
Blood, you
but
gotta-
the show starts at 8 p.m.
But you gotta-
They haven't even cleaned up yet, Chuckie. This is bad.
Nah, he's taking the piss. Man, said the leftovers still there from the previous show.
Yeah, you're doing too much ego thing here, man.
Now, but you know what it is though, because when I went to Dave's show in Manchester, he had Meek supporting him in it.
Right.
And my thing is like, Meek's performing when obviously people still coming in, whatever. When I look at it, it's like, that's still beneficial for Meek regardless. And I get what you're saying about the whole rapper thing, about egotistical, whatever. But really and truly, there's still going to be people that were there for Dave and Dave only. But when they heard Meek, they're thinking, oh, who's that? You get me? They've gone and they checked him out and now they're a fan. So really and truly, you're thinking from like the support act's best interest. So I get you.
That is
but
the support. That is
no,
the
no,
support.
it's not the best.
It's not.
If
everyone's there,
you want
Alright, I
Meek's
get you,
best
I get you.
interest,
All right.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
Right.
Thank you. It's because Benny's guys is brethren now. You can't go too mad.
Nah, I feel you. But yeah.
I'm joking, Benny. No, but that's the truth. I just think if you think about the person's best, if this is the opportunity you've been waiting for your whole lifetime, and I could bring you out in front of 20,000 people who are engaged because I've been here, man has to do that. Not 9,000 sweeping up. The drinks are not even at the bar yet. They ain't got no change because ain't no one bought
That being
nothing.
said though, if you're going to N-Dubz concert, just wait for Wes Nelson to finish before you go in.
Oh shit.
If you need to use the toilet, if you want to buy a drink or something.
Wes Nelson,
do it
my
while
man.
Wes Nelson's
Nah,
on
man,
there.
they're gonna do the nice to meet you thing. Let's sing the bar, innit? That's what he says in the tune, innit? Nice to meet you. Yeah, man, come on, man. Respect my man a little piece. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, big up everyone in it.
But N-Dubz is
Big up everyone.
N-Dubz is back though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What did that look like to you? So obviously you lot predicted that they was gonna do the like it was gonna do a madness then.
I didn't think they were going to
I
come back.
didn't know.
I did not think they were coming back.
Neither did I.
I thought they were never
Hey,
coming back.
Dappy was so anti this, by the way.
100%.
Dappy was. This is one of the reasons why I didn't think it was coming
But I
back.
feel like the bag
He
was too
was
big.
so. He what?
I think the bag was probably too big to turn down.
100%. Someone gave him the math and said, you know what? If you do one O2 arena and do all of these other O2 arenas, you know what? You could be able to take home this.
You're good.
And he thought, you know what? I can tolerate them.
But I could tolerate anyone for a bag, bro.
And then you see now that they're selling out all of this. Oh no, we can be family again. Do you understand what I'm saying? What?
It's a
Free?
You know what you call that in Jamaica? Rich and switch.
Yeah. It's facts though. Sometimes you gotta do that though. I'm not gonna lie, like when you're trying to get a bag, not everything has to be genuine, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If it's just a one
At work.
talk, bro, it's work.
Things don't
bro.
have to be genuine
That's
at
what
work.
I'm saying, work, bro. Like when I used to work at a cinema, bro, I hated everyone there. I hated everyone there, yeah, but I was getting paid to be there. So when we were there, we were best friends, bro. We're like family. The minute I walk, I don't know you no more.
But the only problem is this.
Go on.
Because I've created my own path through work, I've taken my principles from life to work. So most people go to work and they have to listen to what everyone else says. I'm my own boss. So I've got to have a meeting with myself. And once I've had that meeting, I then go to work.
Okay.
I don't like being around people that I don't like.
Yeah,
Because
same.
my thing is I'm on camera and I want to perform to the best of my ability. But I'm also like Dappy.
Sorry, 1 sec.
I'm saying when he sits forward.
Yeah. He's like head's cut.
Oh, straight on.
No, not you. Poach.
Me.
With his long torso.
Giraffe thing, innit? I know, it's annoying. I'm vexed.
Give me some.
myself.
Fucking hell.
Whoa.
Why?
With your long self, give me some pisses.
If you're wrong, so give me some white that.
Everyone's getting caught in that trap.
Lava splash, man. I'm not even Jamaican as well, man.
I got you.
Yeah.
As you
I
were.
say for that, Chuckie,
As you
man.
were.
What was I saying a minute ago?
You were saying that you don't like to go to work with people that you don't like.
Yeah, but as Dappy said, I'll tolerate them for that much. But 3 sold out dates,
bro.
Listen, I'm tolerating. I know I'll tolerate it.
I wonder if, speculating here, one of the reasons why he didn't want to do it is because obviously, like, he was doing his solo thing and he had a couple of ones that was working. And the N-Dubz thing for him probably felt like, I'm just going back a step to just do, like, not everyone wants to. In plain terms, just, like, I don't want to go, but I don't consider myself a legacy act like that.
I think I know what you're trying to say.
You get what I'm saying?
Like, a lot of artists have that thing where, like, obviously, with a lot of artists, like, their come up is their fans' favorite part of them. You feel me? Like, the first project they dropped or, like, the first few songs they dropped. And it's like, a lot of artists get to a stage where it's like, your fans are always saying, we want the old you back. We want the old you back. We want you to go and do this you were doing before. You get me? Yeah. And it's like, I feel like a lot of artists, they don't like that. They want to escape that and evolve into a new person. You feel me? But with fans, especially in the UK, like, a lot of us are closed-minded, innit? So like, if I was introduced to you through one thing, I'd always do anything else apart from that one thing. You get me? And it's like with Dappy, I feel like he's tried to always break out that N-Dubz bracket, and slightly he's done it. He but it's like it wasn't enough to completely shake off the N-Dubz thing. People are still always gonna know him from N-Dubz. You get me?
And I think
the only reason why is just because he's a completely different character. The reason why I love Dappy is because he didn't give a fuck. That's what I loved about Dappy, and I think the Tarzan situations, they may have made him go and do other stuff. You know where I'm coming from? No Regrets was a great song. Fantastic. But off the back of that, he just went on that direction. I'm like, Dappy, you used to come with the hat. You used to have videos robbing people. Like, you were having a laugh. It wasn't taken too serious, whereas now, everything's taken too serious.
You just backed up exactly what I said, though.
No, but my thing is this, though. I don't feel like he's being the best version of himself. If this version of himself was lit, I think we would all sit back and go, you know what, I like that side.
I hear you, but
because Beyonce can do what she wants, Justin Timberlake can do what the fuck he wants. There's even more acts that have broken out. Michael Jackson did what he wanted.
I know you're saying, but like, if I'm being devil's advocate, who are you to tell him who the best version of himself is?
Oh, I pay money. I can't tell him.
Yeah, but bro, it's him though.
I hear you. I hear you. But the reasons why I pay money. If I go to McDonald's and I buy a burger and I don't like it, I want a new burger.
Though.
I bought it.
But you need to
so
accept.
If I pay, which I paid for, I used to pay to watch his videos on new channel. I'd pay my little money as a consumer of something that I like. Don't just say I can say something when it's good. Don't just tell me I can talk when everything's great and I go, hey, this is good. But when something's bad, I can't talk. No. I actually care about this.
You're allowed to tell him your favorite version of himself.
Of course.
No one can say what the best version of himself is apart from him.
Is that what you think? Because he's doing N-Dubz tour again.
That's how I feel.
And he's getting more money than he was doing when he was doing himself. So are we going to live in here or are we going to live right here? Because in reality, it's the truth. In here, it's perception. I don't want perception. That's no progress. Truth is progress. The truth is he's gone back and gone with N-Dubz.
Yeah. Would he have preferred to have done this by himself?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Yes.
The tours and stuff on his own. Like if Dappy was doing, if Dappy could sell the O2 on his own and do those tours on his own, would he have got back with them?
No.
Did you see the things he was saying?
He wouldn't.
Whereas you could maybe say, there's an argument to say that maybe like, and I don't know them, so this is all speculating by the way, but like maybe Talisa still would, maybe Fraser still would, if they were still doing that. But Dappy he just did not seem like he wanted to do it at all, bro.
Let's have it right. All three of them tried to do solo careers. And
Dappy was the only one who really bust.
Really persevered and kept going. But even within it, like I said, the sonical experience and the experience of the man is completely different.
Right.
So I don't even think he's going to be entirely happy with the situation. I could be totally wrong.
Right.
But in actual reality, the things that he said he wasn't going to do, and we covered it so much on Gasworks, me and Ahan used to laugh about it, his responses to people saying things about N-Dubz and so on and so forth. Big man, he's got 3 sold out dates. He's back here. If you were so against it or it wasn't the right thing for you, I wouldn't picture you doing it at this point in your career. I think even you realise.
He would have done it earlier.
I think he would have done it. He would have waited a little while. This is like the way you say goodbye.
Yeah, definitely. But that's why I was saying that I felt like one of the reasons why he probably just wasn't on doing it is because one, he probably didn't envision it being like this. Mm-hmm. And two, you know, like, again, when you're trying to pursue your career and you're trying to go forward, I think there's a lot of artists that do not want to be considered the legacy one yet.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to be considered that. That was years ago. I want to be in and amongst these lot. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then you come back into this fold and you realise, nah, this thing is bigger than it was before.
He should just, me, I'm a man that says, like, obviously timing's everything, but bro, if you've got a tool that separates you from the rest to make money and do your thing and it's positive and it ain't affecting nobody apart from the positivity in your bag, why would you pretend it's a, like, I never understood why they didn't come back together early and just do some stuff, because I'm like, cuz, like, you were good. It's not like you were shit.
Then again, the fact they made everyone wait so long, yeah, it made people appreciate it when they came back. Because if they gave it to everyone when the man was high, then it would have been like, obviously people that appreciate it, but it would have been like, just giving us exactly what you want. But the fact they made them starve for so long, that I feel like that's a big reason as to why they were able to do the O2 3 times and why it's such a big deal. You get me?
Yeah, I hate.
Do you think people want to see N-Dubz together going forward?
I don't.
I'd be surprised if people do.
Cause he didn't even answer for everyone else. He just said,
I
I
can't
don't.
speak for people. I can speak for Billy. Billy, Billy says no.
Why, Billy? Why? Billy,
Bro,
why?
I'm not gonna lie to you, like, when I speak at N-Dubz, I speak from an uneducated perspective, innit? Because they were before my time. They were very before my time, innit?
Right.
So I just know, I understand the impact they've had in it. Because really and truly, I'm not dumb in it. Just from the way people speak about them, and like just from the way like the buzz that around the name. Obviously, they done a lot back in the day, innit? But like, I was never subscribed to them, innit? Because that was before me. You feel me?
I think it's like the Craig David kind of vibe. Like, obviously Craig David he's made music and whatever, made dance tunes, and they've probably done all right, yeah. And even though, an honourable shout out to him, by the way, because he sold out the O2 Arena early this year too. But
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. His comeback his comeback was incredible.
He brought Nipper as well. Shout out Nipper.
Oh yeah, you
He's
did
better.
say.
He's better than was no.
Yeah.
You don't agree?
Yo, absolutely.
Nah,
it's not even. I wouldn't even. You can't even. It's not even a conversation.
Of course it's not.
Craig David's comeback, absolutely sensational, but that's a different conversation. Yeah, people still go back to that for that old stuff that he was doing though.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm
the
saying?
new stuff is trash, man. That's what we can say, that, man. The new Craig David stuff
I'm
is.
not.
If he came out with that, no one would care.
Yeah.
So the fact that he started off with something else, do you know? It's the reason why I still love Pink. One day,
right,
I'll get what I want.
Yes,
I feel like it.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I'll just stick around, hopefully.
Right. But going forward, it'd be interesting to see what they do. Like, what do they state? Do they have this big moment and then go back and do their solo thing, try and do that again, springboard off of that, or do they then say, you know what? Nah, this worked out. Yo, this is working. Yo, we need to do an album.
I can't lie. It might be a farewell tour, you know.
Nah. They'll keep coming back and doing that because you know why? There'll always be a bag for them.
Yeah.
There'll always be a bag.
big bag for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there anyone else that could do that?
No, the rest of them are going Butlins and
Section Boys need to come back, man. Obviously, it won't be as big in it. It won't be as big in it.
Section Boys will be
but for the streets, bro.
It will be big for the streets.
Do a reunion, please.
Do you know what I would love? Because they wouldn't be able to get the bag that N-Dubz are getting. I would love for them to do like a show somewhere where it's all paid for. People can just turn up and they already get the bag beforehand from a brand.
Bag though,
but not the bag like that. But if they work
it don't have to be that bag to be a bag. You feel me?
Yeah,
it's 5 of them, you know.
It's more of.
How much of Section Boys is it? 5, right?
I think there might even be more than that.
Obviously, they had a couple man dropped out, but bro.
Smoke Boys, yeah, Smoke Boys.
Yeah. Nah, I've refused to refer to them.
Yeah, I can't call it section.
Bruv, can we? And you know what? I didn't even plan to but I'm Swift. How much times have I come here, brother?
You loved Swift, brother.
Fam, Swift.
You know, the lingo, innit? It's the lingo.
He's not even I wouldn't even class him as a drill rapper, but you know he's probably one of the most influential people when it comes to drill.
Swift.
I hear everyone says this to me so much.
Like lingo-wise, flow-wise, everyone is Swift's baby.
Absolutely wavy, bro. Absolutely, like his whole thing. He's a father to enough man.
Facts.
So whoever took the name, man, I don't know the logistics and all of that, but I beg you, man, give it back to them, man. Give it back to them. Find a way we can move forward, man. Or something. But section, but like do you know what I hate, man? When things are like that, these boys could be using this name right now, feeding their families with it, all of this stuff, and you just take it away from them for what?
Can't you just be called? So what? Did someone took the names? Someone painted the name Section Boys, yeah?
Because we're sections.
Yeah, then can't they just call themselves Section? Or then change maybe the E to something?
Yeah. Like
you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you? Surely you can do that.
Change it back. Change it back
and just bring a
now.
Yeah, now. And put like make a free the E.
Something. Yeah, like
you understand what I'm saying?
Make an exclamation mark.
Right.
There we go.
Like or the O is 0.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, get me.
Yeah.
Come back.
Find the loophole, man. Get back in the studio and just pat.
But they brought out Drake
in Shoreditch
for a £5 show.
Oh,
Underground
Section Boys.
What?
Where's the bag?
bag. Give them a bag. They provided
this-
services.
Listen, this was after the Brit Awards. After the Brit Awards, you know.
He was with Rihanna on stage in all white and then ended up with Skeppy and the man them, Section Boys, for a £5 show
Bro, they
in
won a mobile.
Shoreditch.
You know they won a mobile.
No, bring them back.
Now.
Big and serious.
Give their name
That
back.
was the day when them lot on the other side realised, see that the industry after parties and that, dead. The man then wanted to leave there and go to Section Boys' thing and then go and pattern up somewhere else. Nah, bro.
And someone's taking this name to... Come on, like, look at what they've done.
Change it back.
They need to get it back to them.
Change it back.
If you were a good Samaritan, you love life, you love, and you want for prosper, get it back.
But do you know what though? It might not even just be, you can give them back the name, but what's the drive saying, man?
Listen, I hear that.
Some of them are still like, I think it's Littles. I think Littles is still dropping music. Some of them are still dropping. I feel like it just takes, someone just create a WhatsApp group chat.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, I
that.
hear that
Yeah.
still strong.
And
then-
then a mini Zoom call or something.
Because you know what? Their egos must be down. They must be a little bit hurt. They must think no one cares. Everyone still cares about
Bro,
Section.
like,
100%, bro.
They don't know what they've done for me, I'll be honest.
But you know what it is as well?
Someone should bring them out at Wireless.
Yeah, strong.
Just do lock off. If someone just brings them out Wireless,
everything lock off.
not on a support act, I would like main stage. I would like a reasonable time. And then just gauge the reaction.
Pay them well as well, man.
And pay them well.
There's no such thing as a support act at Wireless, by the way. Your set is your set.
That's true.
But
Try to kill my joke.
But listen, yeah, bring them man back. I think them not doing their thing on their own is almost like a small, more extreme version of like what we were talking about with Dappy and N-Dubz or whatever. It's like, it's cool, man can do things on their own and that, but when you lot are together, there's something bigger at play here.
Exactly.
The difference being though is that I think that people would be more happy to see new music coming from these lot as opposed to them just doing their old stuff. You know what I'm saying? Section.
No, I'm saying to you, they should just
Smoke
come
Boys.
back, do one song. Just go on the main stage at Wireless, do a one song, gauge the reaction, and use that energy to go back in studio.
Even then though, should I be honest, yeah? Like, I loved Section, bro. Like, I loved them. Like, no one in this room loved Section more than me. Cause remember, I was young then times there as well. So I looked up to them. But my thing is nowadays, yeah, I don't know if, even if they made a song, yeah, I don't know if it would be as good as it sounded to me back then. Because, like, I've heard back then, Section were the first to do what they done in it. But I've heard that so many times since then, I don't know if I could still appreciate it if they've done it now. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
The fact that you don't know means they deserve a chance for playing.
No, of course, I still do it. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm just being skeptical. Like, would it still connect the same way it connected?
No,
6-7
it
years
won't.
ago.
It won't. It won't.
So that's probably why they don't want to do it.
No, but that means there's a different connection. I found a different connection with certain people. It's still great. I appreciate both connections differently. Do you know where I'm coming from? I'm not trying to reminisce. I'm like, I was young. I don't want to think like that now. They have grown up as well.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? If they had a whole project and they can, explain what happened with the name, man behind the scenes, and you hear certain things, maybe I'll be interested. Actually,
Yeah.
I would be very interested. I won't lie. So
Honourable shout out to Krept and Nyla and Sasha.
what's the corner?
Nala and Sasha.
Yeah, Nyla and Sasha and that. Not long ago, people were having spaces talking about
Jobless
nursery
spaces.
fees. Yeah, remember that one, innit?
Right,
We ain't forgot about that now, eh? We forgot about that one.
If they make a space now rating him,
It's too late. They would have done it by now.
if they've done it, that's a
a.
stinker.
They ain't done it. That's why they didn't do it.
Good.
Bro, how you-
So yeah, just for context, the parents of Nyla, which is Krept and Sasha, and he told me about this time ago. He told me about this last year that they were doing this baby line that was going to be coming out in Boots or whatever. And he was saying like it's 99% pure. All the products are 99% pure. There's actually a reason for why it couldn't be 100. And I can't remember that. He would explain that better. But like that deal has been in the works for quite a while now. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, them things can't come overnight, and they've got them all over the place. It's such a big look for them.
Bro.
Yeah, a big look for Nyla.
That's it.
Nyla's talking about what you lot are talking about, nursery fees and that. I paid my thing.
Facts.
It's not even that. Let's show you how far
I
these
paid my
In
thing.
cash.
Krept's
Right.
Jamaican.
In cash.
Let's show you how far this father went. He wanted to find a special cream for his daughter's skin condition and couldn't find something, so he made it.
And now he's about to make
He made it for her.
Bro, like I said on a podcast yesterday, like I feel like Krept is one of the blueprints when it comes to like you see in our scene, in our culture, yeah, the way that Krept have maneuvered, because really and truly, obviously musically, he's done enough musically to be good, to be set.
Yeah.
But what they've done outside of music, from the restaurants to the radio show to the TV show, the legacy they built outside of music, I feel like that's what people need to follow in that footstep as well.
100%.
'Cause in America, it's like there's a man that have had mediocre music careers, but if you look at what they've got business-wise and investment, they don't even need music anymore. You feel me? I feel like when it comes to like generational wealth and actually building legacies, we need to normalize these kind of things. You get me?
Yeah, you can see that that's
normalise
what they're on.
Yeah, 100%.
You can see that's exactly what they're on.
From early.
You can see their thing is like some people's things are a little bit more you can't really see. They're just behind the scenes, whatever. But not for their stuff. Like what they're doing is very like visually community in some way.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm
They're
saying?
visionaries, bro.
Yeah, man. They were saying that like that there, you know, they thought about even doing something for Nyla like this even before Nyla was born. Now that she obviously had this situation, it just made sense for them to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Sensational.
Yeah, man. It's
Some
sensational.
man ain't even phoning their mum.
Beautiful, man.
Some of the people in that space haven't spoken to their parents in how long, and they live in the same house. Don't even care. And this one's out here doing so much for his daughter, and people have so much to say.
I know. And when he posted it, people were bringing up old tweets.
Oh, were they doing that?
Yeah.
From 2014 and that and like.
Really?
And
Why?
like, oh, no one support his thing because he's this and he's that. And it's like.
That just gets on
That's
my
what I'm
nerves,
saying, because
bro.
do you know how much Krept has done? Fair enough, I'm not saying what he said in 2014 was acceptable, but do you know how much he's done since then to make people know that this guy's changed, he's a new person, he's on a focused path. So how can you let something he said on the internet in 2014 distract you from the fact that he's building legacies for his family? Like, his daughter is good now because of what he's done. His wife is good. I mean, he's the mother of his child is good. You get me? And like, you're bringing up things he said when he was younger and immature. Like, I just feel like it's
You see,
not
you
progressive.
morally correct people. Let's just break this down. This trainer cost about 3p, if that, to make. And there's about an Asian kid that probably died making it. Are you going to stop wearing Nike? No. Tommy Hilfiger came out and said straight, I don't want black people wearing my clothes.
I still wear
Are
it.
you still going to wear Tommy Hilfiger dungarees to pretend you're a leader back in the day 90s parties? You going to stop? No. But there's loads of brands that don't want black people wearing their stuff. But you wear all of them and support them. But the moment a black person made half a mistake, we don't support them. You man got it twisted. All you lot got it twisted. And then you'll do this BLM march. Bruv, you need to, everyone please, just figure out what team you play for. You either play for the man them, and you accept we're going to make mistakes, and you try and help us through it, or you play for the other side. You cannot play in between.
But the thing, they don't play for a team, they're just trying to fit in.
Fit in, that means you're trying to play for that team.
I know, but
The
like,
figures are
but
back of them,
they
you
don't
know.
know what team they want to play for. They're literally just doing whatever.
So
they
they're on the
think
transfer
ever-
list.
Basically.
With no club.
Basically.
It's a stinker.
Basically.
You're free agents and no one wants to sign you. Allow it, bro. Go and find out what your task is and stop trying to bother people like Krept, because he's really out here.
He is.
Bruv, it's boring, bruv. I don't understand what. It's boring, bruv.
He is, man.
It's boring. Like, I think, yeah, you're entitled to, like.
Say, I don't know about
You're
it.
entitled to see something that someone done however long ago and whatnot and just say, you know what, I just don't fuck with them. I think that's fine.
100.
But for you to come out and say, yo, everyone,
Exactly.
this is what happened. Like, do you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? You don't even care that much.
Of course they don't. It's the internet.
You don't even care that
It's the
much.
internet. No one cares. It's the internet. It's not real, bro.
It sometimes it winds me up here that it's this that cares.
Exactly.
Somehow you manage to get a brain in the two thumbs and you start, yo, everyone, go back, look, yo, this is what he said. Like, do you know how mad it is to me? When I actually look
you
at
need
it,
to remember.
this is what's happening. People are literally doing this.
And Chuckie, do you know what the people are doing as well? They're going on Twitter when they're hungry. Eat! When you're hungry,
Right.
you're in a bad mood. Eat, man. Eat and then go on Twitter. You feel better.
But you know what you need to remember, yeah? Misery needs company.
Oh, they love
Get
it.
me? It needs company.
Love
That's
it.
the bottom line. So it's a thing where like people, obviously, when people see people like being progressive and doing better with their life, and because they've got nothing going on for themselves, yeah, they want to like go. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, that there's a certain side of Twitter that's filled with miserable people, bro, and they just come together and they make each other feel less miserable. But really and truly, once you put your phone down and go in the real world, your life is still shit.
Yeah.
Like nothing
Yeah,
changes.
yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say to you. So really and truly, people need to stop searching validation for things that are not real.
It's not even that. How can you and someone else be friends because you don't like Krept? That is a stinker!
That's what I'm saying, bro.
How is that the foundation of your relationship?
You don't like someone.
Because after you finish talking about that, what are you talking about now?
Yeah, that's it.
What are we going to talk about now?
Exactly.
I was really conflicted when I saw a tweet actually in regards to the Dappy thing quickly, where obviously they announced their tour, whatever. Then someone came out and just said, "Yo, I'm just trying to remind everyone to let them know that Talisa did thing with Misha.
And the X Factor thing.
Yeah, the X
Oh,
Factor
he should
thing
be.
or whatever, yeah.
She
Now
should remind me
look,
as well,
for
because
me, when all of that came out, yeah, and I heard her side of the story or whatever, yeah, Misha's side of the story, in my heart, I was like, you know what? Not that I didn't really, like, I can't say like I was a fan of Talisa like that anyway, really. So it didn't really, like, my opinion, it wasn't going to change anything that much for me. It wasn't like, I wasn't going to say, oh, you know what, I'm no longer going to buy her music anymore, because I never really checked for her like that anyway. I just kept that in my mind and was like, okay, cool, it's that? That's how she was moving back then? Cool, yeah. I can't really fuck with her on that. But when I saw the tweet of like, hey everyone, I just want to let everyone know, I just thought,
Like,
I just
that's
don't
the
like
PSA,
that. I just didn't like that. I just didn't like it. Like,
To
I
do
just
that
didn't
with
like that.
to do that and you got 164 people following you, it's a stinker. Make a
And
WhatsApp
you
group.
follow 3,000 people.
This is a stinker.
I just didn't like that.
It's a stinker, and you follow 3. It's a stinker.
I just didn't like that, man.
Make a WhatsApp group. Tell everyone there. Make a
Yeah.
WhatsApp group. Just add the one person you know that listens to you.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's my only problem with like cancel culture, whatever you're gonna call it. Yeah, I feel like the topics they're addressing are very serious and they should be addressed.
Yeah.
But the way they go about addressing them, it makes people take the
Misha
topic
B.
less seriously. You get
Honorable
me?
shout to Misha B, by
It
the
makes
way.
because doing like Twitter spaces about these kind of things, no one's gonna take that seriously. Because the minute that space ends, everyone's forgot about it. Everyone moved on to the next space. You feel me? If you're gonna address serious topics, you gotta do it in a way with respect and maturity. You gotta do it in a way where you know that people are gonna take it seriously. I just don't think people are doing that.
Lit, bro. That's why I just go to Twitter and have a laugh, man. Like, just have a laugh. I can't.
Literally,
be
I don't take
arsed,
social
man.
media seriously.
There's just no point. Because the moment you take it too seriously with situations, you're caught up.
Right.
You're caught up.
But you know
Usher.
what? Sometimes, you know
take it
what?
seriously.
Sometimes when people talk off their mouth like that and talk off their thumb, shall I say? Sometimes Anthony Joshua might have to turn up to
Yes!
the yard. You understand what I'm
Oh
saying?
shit!
Tell me what did you
What?
say? What did you say when I said to you the other day?
I said, bro, Anthony Joshua, he remembered his name is Femi.
Right.
He remembered his name is Femi. He remembered that he's a Yoruba Nigerian man.
Keep
Bro,
going. Keep going.
Nah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah?
That's it.
Turn up
Full stop.
in front of man's gal.
Get me?
Is in front of man's gal.
I don't
Swear
know,
down.
but the lie is more entertaining than the truth.
He was man's gal. I saw it.
Right.
Oh, thank you. I saw
Yeah?
man's gal.
She's just sitting
His
there.
mum was there
You know what
as
it
well.
is? Let me
His mum
tell
was
you
there.
this.
Yes,
His
yeah,
mum was
man.
there.
His mum was
Whoever it
there.
was sitting on that couch, yeah, watching what was going on, damping the panty. Yeah? Because Anthony's in the house.
Oh,
but she's got, you know what?
shit.
Do you know what it is? She's got to humble up a little bit because it's her man or whoever it is or whatnot. But she can't believe what's going on. What? Toes curling and everything. These times, Anthony's coming.
Twisting up her hair and that.
Right. Anthony's come in, done a respectful thing, took the shoes off. Yeah, knocked on the door, took the shoes off and that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nah, you violated.
Fam,
How you gonna
man
take your shoes
came
off
in
before you bang, man?
Right.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What colour were the socks?
Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take
That,
clean.
that means he came straight from the gym, you know.
Huh?
He came straight from the gym.
Yeah, man came from
Gucci.
doing the pad works and that. No, I don't even think he did, to be honest with you. I think he was just probably.
That's crazy.
I don't know. He might have just come from having a steak and vegetables. Anyway, he's come now and saying, boom. Like, what happened? What was the youth saying to him anyway?
To be honest with you, I don't even
Was
know.
this in your howlers? Sorry. if
It was. So what, man? It doesn't matter. It's amazing. I don't even know what. I just know Anthony Joshua sometimes is treated like a victim, but he will punch up 90% of the people saying it.
I'm one of
and I
those-
don't.
nah, kinda-
I couldn't
I'm one
be
of
Anthony
those
Joshua
people. I'm
and
one
take
of
that.
those people still. I can't
Yeah,
lie
but you know, it's just cool, whatever. But I'm just like, give me something back that lets me know. But I'll punch you up because he doesn't do that enough for me.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that enough for
He
me.
can't really do.
No, but what do you mean? Do you reckon anyone's
can't.
walking up to Mike Tyson in his prime when he's talking about, I'll eat your kids? I watched a boxing match the other day of a guy from Brixton that was fighting a man with one arm. His arm got dislocated within the fight. And he carried on fighting and smacked man up. You're not going to walk up to that man there. But for some strange reason, Anthony Joshua had this aura sometimes where you can just clown him.
It's because he's got a clean image.
Well, it's gone now. He's not even getting trims. This is what I want to see.
Right.
Femi.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
think
Anthony, stop saying Anthony Joshua. It's Femi.
Femi. Yeah.
Nigerian Femi.
Femi.
Skepta phoned him.
No, them one.
Man
Come
turned up to
on.
the uni with the shins. Yeah? Man turned up there with the
What was that? What was that? What was that? Man, be like heady one. Man, be like heady one. Man, he turned over the and now he knows better, innit?
Yeah.
Ruin it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Don't let me hang this audience, my guy.
Why did them not do that, by the way?
What do you mean?
You know what? Yeah, at some point, yeah, say the fucking name or don't, innit?
I like.
Yeah. These are out there talking about, yo, I went to my car, jumped in my car and I turned up like, and then.
Now, you know what? That's so funny. Yeah. Bro,
in the library.
In drill, yeah, it's the same with themes and plugged ins, bro. Like every bar, you hear that coin sound. You're not a coin censoring thing, and it's like, bro, you know this censoring culture in drill now. It's just allowing man to lie, bro. Because you can make up names, bro.
Right.
You can say I went ding and then ding. I did ding to ding. It's like, bro, you there's no receipts. It's not documented, bro. You're making
all
things
lies.
up. You get me?
It's all lies.
I chinged up in Swedish.
You get me? Love it.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? At first, it was alright because there was that one I turned up to the and I no, that was it. And it was like that was the suspense thing. If you knew, if you was from the ends, if you was from Wood, like you knew what it was. Now these lot are going crazy with this.
Oh, it's jarring. Like,
Blame Styles P.
Jarring.
Blame Styles P.
Is that where it come from?
You go to YouTube and type in Rick Ross. What's the name of the song? Big Mish with Styles P.
Right.
You don't hear anything he says in his first verse for the first 10 seconds. It's silent. He's still rapping.
Oh, because
you couldn't say. He was saying a mad thing. You gotta go to the album. And I know loads of people just like that sort of. Yeah, man don't even know what I'm saying, but I'm saying it.
No, but I kind of like that sometimes. There's times where I like hearing that ignorant, straight to the point. But I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. I like drill, yeah. I just want man to say names in it. Obviously, I don't condone violence.
Nah, do you know what I don't like? If you actually Dappy the brother, then don't say the name.
No, but I like.
What if you Dappy the Don?
No, but bro, I don't need to say a name if you didn't do it though.
What do you mean?
Like, bro, I'm saying that if you didn't do it, don't say a man's name in it. But I'm saying that if it actually happened, say it.
Well,
Fuck
say that you
say exactly what happened. I like that, bro. I got time for that. I can't lie to you. I got time for that.
What about the other 1 million people that have just seen the
I
video?
can only speak for myself, bro. I like that.
Young Thug's gone, you know.
That one there, like if you've Dappy the man, I'd rather you not do that still.
Yeah, Young Thug's on a RICO charge.
If you
obviously for legal.
If you confronted a man, then I'm on that.
I saw my man at Tesco's.
You
get me.
And I had this, but I didn't. You get what I'm saying?
Man, you get for right bars, innit?
Yeah, but that is cool. But if it's that you actually Dappy the Don, nah, man. Like if you Dappy them, then don't do that.
Yeah, don't snitch on yourself. It's all mad.
Now, obviously, I don't want man to go to jail, innit? But I'm just saying, I like it. I like when man do the straight to the point thing, innit? I do like it.
But that's the thing as well. If you are gonna do that, if you didn't Dappy the guy, then and you've had some sort of, you just say the name.
See, I told you rap is all about ego. So if you're lying and doing support acts, it's you're a big stinker, man.
Well, you say man can't be as a support act saying, yo, I went up with the...
And lying.
And lying.
So no one's even supporting your life, and you found a way for people to support your lives to be a support act? Nah. You need to get out.
But honourable shout out to Femi anyway, though.
Yes, I'm happy, man.
Big him up for...
Really happy.
When I see him, I'm going to give him a big hug.
Man's telling him about glass jaws, and I was on it. I was on it. You know what? I was on it.
AJ, listen.
AJ?
Any joke I've ever made, I take it back.
What's that again?
I said any joke I've ever made about you, I take it back in it.
Yeah, man. Like, it's man them, bro. And sometimes some people just need a light reminder. You know what? Just you have to be careful. Like, cool, do your thing, but just understand that one day that someone might come there and test your temperature. How about that?
Do you know what it is? Now people know he will turn up at your door. Watch how people rethink this strategy.
Yeah.
Even I've rethought my strategy.
Now, but you know what, AJ could actually lose the next fight and get away with it now.
100 because he'll punch man up.
Exactly. That's what I know. Fair enough. I might have lost to this elite boxer. I'll still punch you up though.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
So I can't even mock him no more.
Yeah, and you know what? The guy that beat me will beat you up.
So what we going now?
We might
so what are we doing here?
We might be beat up together. I might just ring him.
How about that?
Let's jump you after the fight. You know them ones.
But just to look on the other side very quickly, what he needs to be careful of is that people do not try to use him as a cash cow. Because what could happen is there could be a Don that will turn around, antagonize him, hoping that he does turn up to the crib, hoping that the glass jaw does get tested, so it's caught.
Like Ronaldo, when he slapped the phone out the fan's hand.
Is that caught?
Did they take him to court?
I'm not sure.
But I think they sued him, didn't they?
Well, Rick, what happened to
that's true, though.
What happened to Vlad and Rick Ross?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Did you not know about this story?
Mike Tyson bus case though.
How funny that
Did
is.
he?
Is it?
Mike Tyson bus case on the...
What, the one the other day, punching the man on a plane?
Did he? Oh, good.
How did he bus case?
The guy didn't take him to court.
Oh, yeah, but that's different because the guy
I can
didn't
see
take
why
him
the guy
to
didn't
court.
take him.
But what happened with the Vlad thing was, Vlad was the one who was contributing to leaking the information about him being a correctional officer. So Rick Ross shouted him on the vibe of, you know what, I want to do a Vlad interview. Come link me at the hotel, set up your things, and then we can, and I'll sit and I'll discuss my side of like how I became a correctional officer or whatnot. You see, when he walked through that door, kick out his blood clot teeth.
Did they?
Who?
What?
Vlad?
Yeah, but
Oh,
Vlad,
I have heard this.
But Vlad said, yeah, all right, cool.
Take his
Court.
Then
Then obviously he had to pay. But I swear Rick Ross has a bar about it, saying like that it was worth the P.
Yeah, of course. Best money you ever spent.
Yeah,
probably.
best money I've ever spent. What, 250 rack? Cool, you got that. But I got the satisfaction of kicking out teeth. You know what I mean? So you have to be a bit mindful of that, because you will have someone that will have that thing of.
Is that what Vlad's on? I'm not watching Vlad no more.
What, Vlad
done.
what? Vlad
I'm done
what?
with Vlad, man.
Who?
Took man
What
to
do you
court.
mean?
I'm done with Vlad.
What, take him man to court?
Yeah, I'm done with Vlad.
So what if a rapper beat you up, you can take him to court?
This guy is out here sneaking information about being a correctional officer. I've retaliated to that, and now you're taking me to court. I don't, fam. If you're gonna do this stuff knowing who I am, and then the consequences come, and you're on some I'm going to the police vibe, fuck you. And then you're out here documenting man's culture.
Exactly.
You're an idiot.
Exactly. Man needs to understand the culture they're in, bro.
Yeah,
Man
understand
needs
where
to
you are. Don't fucking have
Read
an
the
understand.
room.
This is what people do. But that's why I hate our culture. They'll just I love our culture. I hate people that come here. They'll love the music and think that's it. Now I'm part of the culture. And then they'll see guns, gangsters, baby mums in bricks and walking around. And then all of a sudden, I don't want to be a part of this. I want to be a bit more classier. Fuck off with that, man. Either like all of it or you shouldn't be here.
Do you know what? To be fair though, I think that he is very aware.
Who, Vlad?
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
He's very aware.
He's
He
very
knows
aware.
what he knows. Look, I'm saying he leaked information. I don't know. That could be inaccurate. I don't know that. But all I know is that when that whole thing was going on, remember, the tensions were high because 50 was on his ass. Remember that? 50 was on Rick Ross's ass.
Yep.
Yeah. Even still to this day, because 50 is very petty.
50's on everyone though.
What?
on
50
everyone.
has got no remorse for no. But you see, if you die now, if you got beef with him and you die now, he's posting you.
Facts.
He's posting you with a big caption.
Smoke on your pack.
Yeah.
Fair, innit?
I think for him though, he nearly died, bruv.
Nah, it's not just that though. If you hear like, for example, I thought he didn't care about the son situation, and then I can't remember it word for word. But when you go back and watch the videos and his justification for not talking to his son,
That's how much. You know,
it makes so much
100.
sense. I can't even disagree with it.
Right, what's the
I cannot
justification?
disagree with it. I don't want to say it because I end up saying it wrong and then do the whole thing in
basically,
injustice.
his son is fucking around with the
His art.
Jimmy Henchman's lot, which these lot are the people that were contributing to trying to Dappy him or whatever it was back in the day. So like, I think his son, because I was reading a lot about this and watching a lot of things on YouTube, it seems as though, you know, like sometimes when the son doesn't feel like he's particularly getting what he wants, yeah, to spite his dad, he's like, cool, I'll just go over there. But I don't think his son understands the depth
the
of
magnitude.
what is actually, of what is really going on with them lot.
Yeah.
And so for 50, he's on a vibe of, well, then if that's the case, you're out of the equation, isn't
I
it?
feel that.
Yeah, man.
It's
Like,
hard, but I hear it.
when I
though,
was saying
man.
to you about what team do you play for, I think a lot of people, like you, they don't even know who they play for. They play for no one. Free agents.
You know why it's so fucked though?
Pick a
'Cause
side,
bro,
man.
50 and his son, they're the split image of each other.
It's mad.
It's actually crazy.
And then he makes power and he kills the son in it.
Oh yeah, that was deep. That
He
was
kills the
actually
daughter,
deep.
his fam.
No, but
Or kill the dad in it.
No, remember the son killed the dad.
The son killed the
Jimmy
dad,
killed
yeah.
the dad. That's crazy.
Jesus
Lastly, what happened
Christ.
with John Terry?
That's
Oh
in the
my
howler.
days.
That's in the
That's
howler.
in
Rio
you do
Ferdinand, yeah, he drawn him out on Twitter, innit?
No, he
Do
didn't.
you know
I'll
what?
go
Do you
in
know
the
what?
howler.
Do you know what? Let's go.
So, okay, do it.
Listen.
Poets Howlers, let's
Say
go.
that.